on ladies, possibly against their will. Hi, Nick.
We're popping it. What's that? Pooping on ladies? Hey there, Beertubers. Welcome back to, I don't know, Late Night Boozebags. We're just shooting shit tonight. I got Greg. We got Lee here. Lee of I Died and Bob. Greg of
fucking Lee.
Yeah,
motherfucking Lee.
Get it
right. Means he's gonna fuck your mother. So watch out.
If your mother's cute, oh
well. So I see Greg drinking a beer already. What are you drinking?
I'm just having a 3-speed lager because I've already been having a few beers already. So I'm having a 3-speed, and then I'll go into an IPA next because why not?
All right.
But it's a tall can though, so it'll.
I'm drinking through my last couple cans of Propeller's Revolution Imperial Stout right now.
Nice.
And how imperial is this stout?
It's only 8%. So
it's a baby imperial.
Yeah, it's only 8%, but I find that one actually punches above its belt. It's like it's a little, at least my recollection of it. I haven't had it in a while, but
it's tasty, and like the thing about it is it kind of works. I mean, if you want to get fucked up, it kind of works a bit better than like the typical imperial stout you run into these days because it's so unassuming. Like it kind of just tastes like a big stout, like a 6% or something like that, or somewhere around there. Yeah. So you end up having 3 and then trying to stand up and
yeah, it's those dangerous beers. There are some absolutely brutal triple IPAs lately that I'm like, I can drink this like a fucking 4% pale ale, and and I'm like, this should not
drink like a normal hazy, but you look at the can, you're like, oh, 10, what the fuck?
Oh, jeez, no, they're brutal.
See, yeah, that's the problem with those hazies and those juice bombs and stuff. They don't taste like beer. They don't drink like beer. And so you get these young kids drinking it, and won't someone think about the children? God damn it!
That's right. That move over Fax 10s. You got to be careful of those new dangerous hazies.
I was gonna say, back in my day, the kids that would have a Fax 10% under the bridge and possibly be molested by a hobo or molest a hobo, one or the other. Kids could be kids just being kids,
Or they might end up getting fletched on that island. That
God! About. Whoa, jeez! Wow,
Fletch lives.
Wow, now we're in the official Fletchling files.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Don't worry, Nick. You'll probably be redacted out anyways.
Yeah.
Right.
We should hold off from saying that name that starts with an E, because
Ewert's probably in the Epstein files.
Fuck Ewert.
Well, you just said the name, so if your channel goes in, it's your
sorry, he's redacted.
That's all I'm saying.
That's what I should have called tonight's chat.
I was thinking of some Google bot or Google monitor that they occasionally hire might be bored one night. No, check this live event, and he just said Epstein, and well, now we're fine.
I don't feel it would be a live person. I feel it would be an algorithm that would cancel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all pretty much fucking automated at this point.
There's just not enough people to drive it now, so they have to use AI machine learning shit.
At Grok, put Nick in a bikini.
Wicked Weasel bikini.
Didn't work.
Going back to the Imperial Stout, Lee, as I feel like that one punches. I was going to say it punches above its belt in the sense that it's actually nice, big and chocolatey, and a little on the thick side, despite being only 8%.
Yeah,
it's pretty decent stuff.
Yeah.
Beer I'm drinking is one I've been holding on to for a bit. Might as well drink it with Lee Russell on the channel. Lund's Black IPA.
I'm pretty sure that was
you. Yes, the one you sent me.
Oh wow, okay.
How the fuck do you hold on to that? That thing was in my mouth within like a few hours of opening it.
Well, I kept thinking like, I might review this. Yeah, this is like dated August 19th. It's held up really well. Actually, I feel like the chocolate's coming over it pretty well.
Cool.
I just randomly on like it was recommended on YouTube saw like a review you posted, Nick, and I think it was like you posted like 2 months ago. But I'm like, no, this is an old review because this is Fat Nick posting it. I'm like, this is an old review you must have uploaded.
Yeah.
Because Nick is Skinny Nick now.
What video was it?
I would have to look it up.
Greg has to do actual homework. And it might have been because I was probably got a bunch of fat.
It was probably titled Chunky Man Drinks Big Fat Beer. Like the big fat ass that he's
known as. That was the entire title. I can't believe you memorized the whole thing.
I mean, it was pretty much all of his titles at that point. It's just like, look how fat I am.
Hold on, live.
It's like Wobbly. I think the last recorded review I've uploaded was Wobbly Duck Golden Ale from Bagtown. That was, yeah, that was like filmed last spring, so I was probably like 270 pounds, 260 pounds. I'm about 220 now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm getting some chin definition back. I did gain a bunch of weight after the holidays. I went up to like, I had gotten myself down to like 216, and then I went up to like 233 after taking 2 weeks off of the diet for the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, what did I just do to myself? But I've got that back down to 220. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So it was. Oh no, okay. I'm sorry. My apologies, Nick. I thought it said 2 months ago. It was 2 years ago. It was Trailway.
Oh, well.
Huge on hot. Let me just take a second. Look what Nick looked like, and look what he looks like now. Like, good for you, Nick. Like you've lost. Like, it's noticeable.
I've lost a shit ton of. I have lost a shit ton of weight. Like, look at this shit. Like,
yeah. So I thought it said it was uploaded 2 months ago for some reason, but clearly I can't read.
Yeah, and I was still, even 2 years ago, I was still into cycling and biking and shit like that, and doing some exercise on the side. But I was not controlling what was going in the system either. So,
well, it's like the old saying. I mean, you can't outrun a diet. I mean, theoretically,
you're trying a shitty diet, and it's not wrong.
Theoretically, you could if you're like an Olympic athlete that's training 8 hours a day. But most of us.
Oh yeah. Like if you're burning like 3,000 calories in a session, but in order to do that, you got to be working out for like 6 to 8 fucking hours. Like, what's 2 hours of exercise on the bike is like 1,000 calories. That's it. So, but if you cut 800 calories out of your diet per day, which is what I've been doing on the off days, then it starts to add up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not that the exercise isn't healthy, because my legs are ripped right now from all the biking, but it helps. It's not like what Chris Lazick was saying that cardio doesn't do anything for you.
Well, I won't get into it. Cardio has its purposes, but it's probably not your best bang for buck if you're looking for it. But your best bang for buck is always diet anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. It's not that it doesn't help. Everything helps.
To me, I look at cardio. It's not entirely accurate, but I look at cardio. To me, the best benefit of cardio is strengthening your heart. And a lot of people nowadays have issues with their heart.
Cardiovascular system in your lungs.
Yeah, so if you can get that, because that's an important aspect too. But I think for actual weight loss, it's probably not your best bang for buck. But again, exercise isn't really your best bang for buck. But what do I know? I'm fat, so
there's plenty of big chunky guys with great cardio because they train.
There was a lady who was sponsored by Nike. Maybe she still is. I don't know. And she's a very large lady. She's, I think, over 250 pounds and not a very big lady, like not a very tall lady. And she runs ultra marathons. That is 50, I believe 50 miles. It might be 50 kilometers, one or the other. Anyways, that is a very, like, most marathon runners can't even do an ultra marathon. And she's doing these things. It just goes to show that, her metabolism is like, yeah, she's strong and she's got a lot of energy, but her metabolism just doesn't want to, or hormonal or whatever. What the fuck do I know? I'm not a doctor, but I mean, clearly something is preventing her from losing weight, because that's not what a typical marathon runner looks like. But
at the end of the day, some people will say that calorie counting doesn't work or is not worth doing, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, it's all about calories in, calories out. I mean, if you have a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. But the problem is that depending upon how your metabolism functions, maybe your calories out is not the same as calories in. Like your metabolism might be slower than everybody else's, and the amount of calories you burn just existing.
I feel like the bigger thing behind the whole calorie counting is just to get yourself trained in a routine where you're eating healthier. It's not so much being strict. I mean, you can go strict on the calorie counting and really, get in deep into the actual medical science of it or whatever. But for most people who are just taking a diet, that is a calorie counting diet, like a Weight Watchers or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
It's more just getting your mind into the routine of eating better and,
Better
being
habits,
focused
yeah.
on that, and
I mean, maybe realizing that some foods are better bang for buck than others. Like this fills me better than this fills me, because it's.
You know me, I'm bad for eating out and shit, but I've focused on meals. What? Me?
know.
No. But I've been focusing on things that have like what's filling me, but has very low calories, like a chicken wrap or something from Tim Hortons is filling enough, but it's only 400 calories. That kind of thing.
Hey, ladies, he's looking for very calorie dense vaginas. Just in case you're out there, he's on the market.
I'm willing to try some fish.
And
wow.
did he
No,
mention
that doesn't do it.
That's just rude, Nick. Did you hear him? He mentioned he's got.
This is why the vagina just
dried up.
Yeah, some women shower twice a day, like I do.
Wow.
And but he's saying he's getting some chin definition. That means his face is getting a little bit more bonier. So when he's going down on you, if you want something bumping into you there, you like a little roughage going on.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Look.
I have nothing against somebody showering twice a day. But listen, when my wife showers and we're gonna go do some adult fun time, I like to wait a little bit. I don't want to do it right after a shower. I want to, maybe wait an hour or so, let a little bit of those. I want some natural taste going on.
It's a natural marinate that meat.
Well, luckily we're not in a sexual relationship, Greg. So I don't have that.
Well, the rumors seem to be.
Bill Russell.
So we should probably just drag it all out in the open.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought you guys were on the skids.
I mean, the simple thing is, Lee and I will not work because Lee showers too often for my taste,
right.
and this is what it is.
I'm a difficult person to date. What can I tell you?
That's right.
Yeah, because you're always bathing.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with taking showers that much. I apologize.
Married to the sea, gentlemen.
Married to the sea. You're fond of me lobster, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've seen it. You're fond of me lobster.
I will slow dance with you in the lighthouse, though.
Nick, you didn't answer my question on the chat. Have you seen Antichrist?
I don't even know what movie you're talking about. So
it's a well-known movie.
I feel I'm gonna add that to my list. Nick, that is a movie Nick needs to see.
I feel Nick
will
is
it what are we gonna see Willem Dafoe's long big ass cock in that movie or something?
I was about to say you'll gain a spiritual connection with him after seeing
Jesus fuck.
Willem Dafoe's big ass cock is probably the best of things you'll see in that movie.
Yeah, that's probably the least offensive thing you'll see in that movie.
It goes places.
Yeah, that one's fucked
up. What is that? His huge cock goes places, does it?
Oh, it does go in places, yes.
It's don't worry, Nick. There's lots of nudity in that movie.
Yeah,
God damn. Hopefully not just Willem Dafoe.
Tons.
No. There's full on lady nudity in it too.
Ooh.
If you can see behind Willem Dafoe's cock.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's interrupting the view. You can the director only has so much canvas to paint with in the frame,
Yeah, he was painting it with his dick.
Yeah,
he's like one of those people who is like does paintings with your dick, just dips your paint. You ever heard of those people?
No, but
it feels like you're looking for validation so you can come out about a pastime you've taken up.
Dick paintings.
So, anyways, buy Nick's dick paintings. He's looking to make a little extra money on the side. I mean,
Yeah, he does the Jackson Pollock method. So he just like stands there over the canvas and kind of keeps flipping it up and down,
just doing this thing, flipping the.
That's what he does.
Jamie, you just that.
Oh shit. There's 3 people watching. We will read the comments live on air. Let us know what you're drinking. We're curious who's even paying attention to this shit right now. We're sorry we don't have a Beer 101 tonight.
Also, if you're not a douchebag, just feel free to join us too. Grab a beer, come join us. Even don't grab a beer, just shoot.
Yeah, Brandon, if you're there watching, send me a message and I'll
stop watching us secretly in the dark like a little creep, Brandon, and come on the panel. Wow, they got too real.
Wow.
You're fond of me, lobster.
You're fond of me, lobster, aren't you?
You smell like jism. You smell like rotten dick.
That was a weird fucking movie.
That was a movie. Yeah, I do want to watch that. Like, I keep thinking about it. I'm like, man, that was a fucked up movie, but at the same time, there's a shit ton of symbolism in it. But so I do want to watch it.
Oh, look at there. Look at there.
Brandon is in the chat. I'm creeping. Ha ha. I'm multitasking. Get a lot of stuff on the go. Ha ha ha. Hey, you're not on call this week. You can be having a beer. He probably has already had several.
Brandon, how many chicks are you fucking trying to like creep on right now? I mean, you send your dick pics and then you just, come hang out with us. It might be a while before they respond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, fuck it. No, Brandon's probably too busy cleaning, but I'm gonna send him the link anyway.
Oh man!
I gotta say. I mean, this is not a bad 4.2% lager, and it's cheap by Ontario standards. I mean, I bought a 50-pack from Amsterdam, and it works out to like $2.60 a can, like a super tall boy can. They're $5.68, which by Ontario standards, I know you guys are probably more expensive, but typically a lager, even I think this is about $3.50 in the LCBO, and a lot of lagers are over $4, which fuck that shit.
That sounds like it would be up my alley if that was something like if a 50-pack was available in Nova Scotia to buy. That sounds like something I would probably pick up because it would be more expensive, but it would probably.
I would endorse that. That 3-speed lager is a nice, clean drinking lager. Like if you want a craft lager that has that kind of clean drinking aspect to it, it is perfect.
That's what I like. That's why I hate about craft lagers in general is they tend to not really be lagers. They're like there's too much going on with them.
They tend to be thicker and have breadier. That one's actually really nice.
Yeah, this is a nice clean lager. I would absolutely not recommend the Amsterdam Blonde. I think that's a fucking terrible beer. But 3-speed is quite good.
The Blonde sucks.
Yeah.
I concur with Greg. But yeah, I would drink. Like I miss when I used to pick those 3-speed lagers in the giant 568 ml cans when they were here because they were a good value.
I'm curious why I don't know if you remember them, but I'm curious what they cost over there.
I don't know. They weren't that bad. I think they were like $4,
which is not that much more. I think I get. Again,
the last time I had one was like a year ago, so it'd be more expensive now.
Well, everything's more expensive now. Fucking.
Well, yeah.
Groceries are more expensive now.
Doing laundry, talking to a few people, figuring out a buddy of mine. He's older. He just turned 41. Oh yeah, he's old. 41. I think all of us over here are 41.
Someone get him to the old folks home and just shoot him out back.
Yeah. What's your people planning birthday party Friday for him? Do it Thursday at steak night.
I hope Nick is invited to that birthday party. He's a friend.
You sure it's a birthday party, Brandon, and not a fucking like funeral march?
It's gonna be like, you know what? I haven't seen this movie, but Logan's Run, isn't it? When you turn 40 years old, you have to be. I
don't think it's. Was it 30?
It's like
I know of Logan's Run, but I've never seen it. It's one of those movies I've seen so many parodies of it on like Family Guy and shit like that, but I've never actually seen the movie.
It's got Ginny a Gooder in it or whatever.
I like her.
Hot.
Oh yeah,
okay.
she was.
I'm gonna have to look up Logan's Run to see if it's cheap on Blu-ray.
That was the most. I'm gonna just look it up on Pirate Bay. It's always cheap on Pirate Bay.
Yeah, they even did a TV series of it, I think, for a while.
There's a DVD that's got Logan's Run, Soylent Green, Westworld with Yul Brynner, and Omega Man all in one disc.
That's
$15.
Jesus Christ, that's a great deal.
I feel like Nick has already bought it at this point, so it's like, what are we even talking about?
No, I bought it. I've been looking at it.
Even if those are just like DVD rips in like standard definition or whatever, that's still a great deal. Those movies.
Yeah, Brent. I mean, I'm the youngin' of us three. I'm only, at least for a few more months, I'm only 42. So yeah, and Brandon's fucking 8 years old, 8 years younger than me.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's always like we're always talking about stuff. Like, hey, do you remember this happening in the 90s? Brandon's talking about it. Yeah, I was in grade school at the time.
Yeah, no, I shit my pants in the 90s.
I mean, who didn't?
I mean, the fact that
Sounds like
Brandon was born before 2000 makes him
Boston
kind of
Pizza,
old.
then Dooley's. It's the party. You know what? That like I haven't played pool in ages. I'm still a school kid. Yeah.
I don't really.
I'm gonna take the C off of it.
Hey, we're all
SH for your cool kids.
We're all students in the school of life.
Just remember, Brandon, that argument will not hold up in a court of law. So check her age.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be one of those island people.
Yeah, no, you don't want to be.
People.
You don't want to be the kind of person that owns your own private island.
No.
Oh yeah. You want to be the
unless it's one of those islands where you're just like you strictly have it to like play the most dangerous game and just hunt people.
Oh, I mean that sounds like a lot of fun actually.
Oh, like that. What's fuck was that sport? Death Sport? Not Death Sport. Was it Death Sport?
No, maybe.
What was the name of that movie?
Something.
Death
something
Sport.
Well, I think Turkey Shoot was one of the
Turkey
names.
Shoot. That's the one.
Yeah,
Turkey Shoot. Turkey Shoot.
But there's another
with,
name for it, isn't it? Like,
the rich people are hunting prisoners on the island, and they were trying to escape them. Yeah, that was. It was like yes. There was Turkey Shoot. It wasn't. Fuck, I have to remember. I know we watched it both twice under both names. And it was like a lot of the same characters and some of the same producers as Mad Max.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. Oh, Escape 2000.
Escape 2000. Yes.
Yeah.
It's also known as Blood Camp Thatcher in the UK.
Named after Margaret Thatcher.
That makes sense.
I'm assuming so. Yeah.
Not very popular with anyone back in the day who was, somewhat sane and probably under the age of 30. So
it had Olivia Hussey in it from Bob Clark's classic Christmas movie.
She shows her boobs in it. Well, I don't know if they're her boobs or or if it's a body double. The way it's filmed, I suspect it's a body double. But
I feel like that's still worthwhile watching again. Then.
We've only maybe seen it once between the three of us. So yeah.
I thought we've. Well, I've definitely
seen it twice, but I definitely watched it again. It's like one of those we watched it so long ago. Like after a while, watching.
Well, we've never done it on Russell Cinema.
Have we not? I swore we did.
What?
Because it always ends up being the thing of like, oh, Greg's already watched this 8,000 times this month when the topic comes up. So it's just like, watch.
Oh, you mean you're talking about Black Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, okay. I thought we were
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure we watched Black Christmas on maybe not on Russell Cinema. I'm pretty sure we watched it on one of our hangouts.
I think we might have, but I think it was. I don't think it was an official Russell Cinema, but
might have been something with Terry.
Anytime we want to watch Black Christmas, I'm up for it. Especially
I would say that's more of a Christmas Eve movie, but I try to watch it every year now just because I like it.
I've seen it occasionally.
Yeah,
you've seen it occasionally.
I have a few Christmas movies lined up, but at this point, I figure I may as well save them till Christmas.
So Brandon says he's safe off the list. He's not on Epstein's Island. Jed, a buddy of mine is older. He's turning 41. F off. So that's Justin, I think.
Yeah, where you're gonna have a fucking birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, you fucking child.
Good Lord.
I do find it, not surprising but amazing that like in reality Chuck E. Cheese had to like eventually set a rule where it's like you could not come to the restaurant without kids.
I did not know that was a rule, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. I mean,
because apparently some weirdos were like just some weird lonely male epidemic types were showing up alone at Chuck E. Cheese without kids, and it's just like, that's a bad look. That's not a good look at all.
Hey, listen, some people just enjoy the ball pit. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
Who wouldn't want to go to Chuck E. Cheese alone? I mean, you have to be a sex predator to go to Chuck E. Cheese alone. There's no way
you're
around
there. You're there to hit on children, kind of shit.
Yeah, there is no way around it because what kind of sane adult, normal adult, would fucking go to a Chuck E. Cheese where you know you're going to have kids' birthday parties on every side of you, and just annoying fucking little shits screaming their heads off and eating too much crap and drinking too much fucking pop. And...
If you really wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese and not look like a child predator, then you'd probably have to go like 10 a.m. on a school day. If they're even open. You know, you just here's the kids here. I got the arcade to myself. Yeah.
I feel like Nick has written a handbook on when's a good time.
No, here's the thing though. There's going to be that one. There's going to be that one stealthy, really smart NAMBLA member who's going to sit there at 10 a.m. and
NAMBLA.
Gonna slow nurse a fucking Diet Coke or something until the kids start filtering in later.
I'm waiting for the.
Yeah.
So,
there's a nice fat one.
So I haven't been to a Chuck E. Cheese. Weirdly enough, there's a Chuck E. Cheese like about 5 minutes from my house that's been open
I've
forever.
never been to a Chuck E. Cheese.
I have been, but I was probably 5 or 6, so like probably Brandon's age. And I mean, I don't really remember is Chuck E. Cheese anything like Dave & Buster's? Like, is it like an arcade / restaurant, or is it? I'm assuming it's more child orientated than that.
I've always think of Chuck E. Cheese. You ever watch the original Toy Story? That restaurant with the pizza, like Pizza Planet, is kind of modeled after.
Well,
I saw the first Toy Story somewhere around the last time I was at Chuck E. Cheese. So yeah, it's been
I mean, the
pizza and arcade.
The Five Nights at Freddy's, that horror game and series and stuff. Those are modeled after Chuck E. Cheese's.
Yeah,
they had animatronic like band in there that plays music and stuff, and they had people in mascot costumes, and they had games, ball pits, and arcade games, and all kinds of. It's very much a hey, bring your kids' birthday party or bring your kids' celebration family kind of restaurant. And yeah, and as we get down deeper into his comments, pizza's notoriously apparently shit.
It might be one of the things. Brandon just had a daughter, so he could take her to Chuck E. Cheese and then not
totally wanted to get into the arcade again, not look like a pervert. So you know what? Okay, Brandon's comment said, you know what's funny? I always grew up as a kid in the 90s. I was seeing Chuck E. Cheese commercials on cable TV. Always wanted to go there. Never been there because we never had them here before then. I don't think we've had them since. Like, we don't have them here in St. John. Yeah. When my daughter and I went to Florida with my mom and stepdad a few years ago, I took her there. It was funny. Sure. Okay. Then I had a cousin and a friend all say to me, don't eat the pizza. And I didn't know what they meant. But apparently there was a big thing. When I worked at Staples, there was a tech consultant, and for 5 years in a row, they sent me to Toronto for 1 weekend every September. And 1 year, they took me up to Dave & Buster's one night. That was a blast. Are we off topic here? It's a restaurant and arcade. It stirs alcohol. What, Chuck E. Cheese?
Dave & Buster's is totally a place like adults can go. Like, it is sort of does have the kid-centric thing where there's a lot of birthday parties. But yeah, a couple of adults, you can take a girl on a date there and have some fun in the arcade. You know, their food is, from what I remember, half decent.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, depending on, you could technically, Epstein a girl there.
Jesus.
Speaking of juicy ass.
Speaking of being on an island, here's some juicy ass. And this one is super fresh and actually kind of blew my mind. Well, it's not okay. By super fresh, I mean January 2nd. But holy shit, this is a beer that is so good when it's fucking really fresh. It's not as good when it's less fresh, which is
I mean, go figure, man. What? But
some beers benefit from freshness a lot more than others. Like, I do feel some people are just freshness Nazis, where it's like, oh, it's a month old, it's no good. I feel a lot of beers hold up. This one, I always thought it did personally, but now that I've tasted like super fresh, I'm like, oh, this is really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw something funny.
Well, share with the rest of the class, Nick.
Yeah. Guess who's not in the Epstein files? The Jesus.
He did his
time. Because nobody fucks with the Jesus.
He had to go around town and tell everyone he was a pederast.
8-year-olds, dude.
See, well, I have nothing about.
He gets 6 months in chinos for exposing himself to an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
See, while I have nothing against The Big Lebowski, I do not have the reverence for it that other people do, and I don't get all these references that you crazy people are.
It's well
It's
established
one of-
you don't like music and you're a bit of a sociopath. It's fine.
That's right.
I mean, I would argue psychopath, but thanks for sugarcoating it for the audience.
I would say sociopath, Greg.
I wanted him to be made out to sound more intelligent because generally sociopaths are smarter than psychopaths.
I mean, there's obviously something not
Well, there
working
we
with
go.
Greg's brain, but
Yeah, but you did you ever
That's
notice? Did you ever see, Nick, that they did a like an unofficial sequel starring John Turturro in that character?
yeah, I've never seen it, but I've heard it was terrible. The Jesus
shit.
Rolls or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It
I know
blows my
I heard
mind
it.
that they don't make a sequel to that movie. Well, I believe most of the primary cast is still alive. Like, it blows my mind they don't make a sequel to that. But
With the Big Lebowski, I don't know if
Yeah,
it would
I
be
mean-
as good though. That's the thing.
Well,
Like
of course
Big
it
Lebowski is like
wouldn't be
a
as
combination. And it was just magic. And
there's zero
happen.
chance that it would be as good or it would be revered
yeah.
as much as the first one. But I mean, studios like money, and I mean, you can literally get all those guys together and make money. So I mean, I don't know how long John Goodman has left. So I mean, you should use them while you can.
The thing about it is, I don't know. I'm glad John Goodman lost all the weight in this. You would think probably healthier at this point, but I don't want to see a deflated fucking beach ball playing Walter.
Jover fucking Chavez.
Yeah, I don't need to see his flabby turkey neck.
Sure as
floating
fuck. Don't
around.
fucking roll.
I mean, they use AI for everything. So it was the creepiest thing. Agnes and I were just watching a documentary about some nurse that murdered kids on Netflix. It's brand new. It just came
Jesus.
out. And instead of like when they do the anonymity thing, normally they either blur, block out, or pixelize the faces. What they do in this documentary, they AI the faces. So you still have somebody talking to you, but you're looking at it, you're like, this doesn't look right. Oh, that face is AI. That's not her real face. It's creepy as fuck. And I'm like, this is the future right now. Okay. That is so uncanny valley. But I mean, maybe they can just digitally make John Goodman fatter again.
It's just CGI to make John Goodman fatter.
Yeah, I mean, it might cost a little bit of CGI budget, but why? I mean, they could make it this point. I mean, I know David Lynch is dead, but they could at this point make a fucking continuation of Twin Peaks and just be like, yeah, forget about season 3. We're just gonna continue it in the 90s, and you can make what's his name, guy from Fallout the series. Can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but you can make him young again, like you did in Fallout.
Oh,
James
yeah.
McLaughlin? Kyle McLaughlin. There we go. I thought it was his name. Yeah. He looked, I mean, that was a good. Yes, it is. That was a good CG job, I thought, in that series. So I'm like, yeah. I mean, I could see like Twin Peaks again. Like, give me 90s Twin Peaks.
You can tell that Amazon actually, whether they paid for it or whatever, whoever paid for it, fucking footed the bill to have really good CGI in that, like to the point where you can't really tell the difference between the CGI and the practical effects when it came to the death claws. The CGI is very good. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Amazon has a lot of money. Like the Rings of Power, not a particularly great series in my opinion, because probably you don't need to make more Lord of the Rings narratives. But yeah, the CG in that is great too. Like you can't really argue with that. Like Amazon has a lot of money behind it. It's just
Yeah, just look at the Melania movie.
Yeah, well,
they just wasted $74 million.
It'll be a tax write-off for them. It's fine.
It was already a tax write-off. Like they're just doing Trump and a fucking favor, so he gives them whatever sweetheart deals.
Oh yeah, it was totally blowing Trump.
Melania will only have sex with me if I make a $74 million movie about her. So can you guys just do me a solid?
Do you actually think she's touched him since they were married?
Do I think so? No, probably not. I think the last time they supposedly, the youngest kid of his looks exactly like him. So yeah, he probably fucked her for that kid, and that's probably the last time.
That Baron or whatever his name is.
Baron. He looks looks more like Trump than any of the other
Brandon Trump.
So I mean, he's clearly belongs to Trump. The other kids are, well, the other ones look like they're a bunch of, the other ones basically look like Gary Busey. So
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with that, but
I'm not totally unconvinced that Barron might have been grown in a lab somewhere, because that kid's a fucking Frankenstein's monster of a fucking child.
Yeah, he kind of might be. But yeah, the other ones, I mean, the other ones look like they should be giving hand jobs under a bridge. And then there's, I mean, the daughter is, she's fine looking, but I'm like, she doesn't look anything like Trump. So I don't know.
Although, you know,
I don't know.
If she was 10 years older, I'd date her. It's like, what?
Yeah, like you haven't fucking stuck your penis into her bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she was probably one of your Epstein Island girls. Like, oh yeah, put my daughter on there. Why not? It's good for her to learn some life experience.
Yeah, they're all fucking garbage. Those people, fuck.
So I mean, yeah, it is what it is. But who knows? Maybe one day he'll piss Putin enough, and Putin will release the real Epstein files without all the blurs and stuff like that.
I mean, they unblurred most of the stuff because fucking the incompetent boobs who released the files that were redacting stuff didn't know how to properly redact the fucking files.
I heard a lot of like the victims were like had their faces revealed, but like
like they definitely redacted some of the files. Here's some unredacted files, and it ended up revealing a lot of the victims and not the fucking perpetrators. And then Trump's going like, "Yeah, I'm not in the files." Like, what do they feel like? Your name's mentioned 4,800 times.
Yeah, it was a massive amount or something.
Files. But I mean, yeah, at the same time, you think they would really release any damning evidence against him, right? Like with it, no wonder they still haven't released all the files yet.
That's because there's millions of fucking pages.
Yeah. Twin Peaks, that a porn? Well, it could be if you try hard enough.
Where's
Annie? I'd love to see
there was a sort of burlesque dancer / porn star actress called Pandora Peaks.
I think there's I might be getting the name wrong, but I think there's a Twin Peaks restaurant in Michigan where the waitresses are all in either bikinis or lingerie the whole time. Wow. It's one of those restaurants that Marson always promised he'd take me to, and then he never did, and now he doesn't live in Michigan anymore. So fuck you, Marson. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's got to be a Twin Peaks porn, or
probably is. I mean, sure you're gonna look it up.
I mean, do you really
the ethnic version Twin Peaks?
Do you really need one? I mean, a lot of David Lynch's stuff was pretty fucking horny, like with nudity and everything in it.
Especially Firewalk with Me is basically the porn version of Twin Peaks.
Well, and yeah, I mean, the season 3 was pretty horny too.
Blue Velvet's got what's her name fucking naked throughout the fucking movie.
Shit, what's her name? Like
I'm blank.
Oh, I can't think of her right now. I'm gonna look it up.
But that in Mulholland Drive is basically just a masturbation fantasy.
I mean, it might be that David Lynch is a pervert.
Isabella Rossellini. That's the chick from Blue Velvet. That's such a good movie.
Oh no, David Lynch is a big fucking pervert.
I mean, listen, I don't say that as a negative. Listen, no. I support big fucking perverts.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Think about it. Like, why is there so many fucking beautiful women in Twin Peaks?
Yeah, but here's the difference. As far as we know, and according to every woman who ever fucking worked with him, he didn't treat them like a fucking creep either. He, it's like, hey, I'm a pervert and I like seeing beautiful women on screen, and I'm gonna put you in.
He didn't exactly Weinstein anyone in them either. Like, okay, I'm gonna make you a star, or I'm gonna ruin your career if you don't fuck me on that couch, kind of shit.
I think every woman who worked with him pretty much ended up being a star. So.
Well,
with David Lynch, yeah, but the thing is, every woman who worked for him always had positive things to say about David Lynch.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think there's anybody out there who's really said anything bad about him.
Here's the thing: is for somebody like me who has and continues to be often surrounded by way more naked ladies and horny ladies than somebody of my looks you'd expect to see. There's a lot of horny ladies out there. They like to get naked around you. they still want to fucking be treated with respect. They don't want to be treated like shit. And guess what? When you do that and you respect them, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to fucking get some action, but you got a lot better chance of it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
you're
if you're
not entitled, but you can definitely increase your chances. That's for sure.
Exactly. And also, I mean, I'll probably throw it out there. If somebody says no to you, it's also an okay thing, and you don't have to fucking freak out about it and lose your mind and be all incelly and weird, and start telling everyone that you're not in a democratic society and you're pro all this and pro this. You know what I'm talking about, Lee?
Yeah, I know.
Fucking something of destruction.
Yeah, that fucking retard.
Like, why don't you just yell into the loudest thing that you're a virgin? No girl wants to touch you because, like, and if a girl somehow did, then I question what's wrong with her.
Was this the perpetrator of some sort of alcoholic holocaust?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it might have happened
sure.
in the past of some sort, you know.
It was apparently super pro-Nazi right now. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Who's the one that probably killed those women?
Probably. I mean, he
Radar. I'm a pervert, but no means no. Socrates.
I mean, listen, Radar's got a good point.
Radar's got a point there.
You can be a
When Radar, come on, we're doing a live hangout. Come on, written Radar.
You don't have to drink.
No drinks necessary. You're just talking shit.
Yeah. Join us, Radar. Listen, I know a few ladies that fucking they will not say no to anything, and their limit is fucking higher than my limit is. So it's like, you can find ladies, whatever fucking weird thing you're into, you can almost guaranteed to find ladies that are into it. Just, literally, there's probably forums for it or whatever.
Ladies with a bicycle seat tube as a dildo.
I haven't found that yet, Nick, but I also haven't looked for it. But I'm sure they exist.
Yeah, I looked for it on Pornhub. There's at least one video.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. Like if you modified one of your bikes, I'm sure there'd be some ladies that'd be like, I'll take that. Nick, don't worry. It'll be one of your cheap. I wouldn't dare touch any of your nice bikes. It'll be one of your cheaper bikes. Like,
use one of my cheaper bikes to put a dildo in the seat too.
Of course you would.
Speaking of being
a fucking weekend, and then people ask you on Monday, "Hey Nick, why do you have a dildo seat?" I swear there was a girl here.
Yeah.
Why would I would take it off before I ride the fucking? What the fuck?
What?
I'm not gonna leave it on and ride that fucking bike to work. What the fuck?
What
the fuck, Craig?
Unless you forget.
I think I fucking noticed. I'm like, what the hell's this seat poking me for?
You don't typically ride a bike to work, so it's like suddenly it's like Monday shows up and you had a really good weekend. And it's like, oh shit, my car broke down. I know it's a Toyota, it probably won't break down, but maybe it does. And then it fucking oh shit, I gotta ride my bike to work. Let me grab the one that's closest to the door. Hey Nick,
and we lost a viewer. Oh well. Good night, Radar. Or good night.
Listen, if you don't like Nick riding a dildo seat, then you are not a fucking proper BA 101 fan. Fuck you.
You gotta support. Listen, Nick's a disgusting person, but you got to support him if you're watching this show.
I mean, Nick is basically the current David Lynch.
Yeah, very much so. He's just.
I gotta take that as a compliment, actually.
My name is Nick.
My name's Nick.
I ride bikes.
I'm gonna go to Big Boy Burgers and get a milkshake.
Yeah, that sounds fucking good. I'd go to Big Boy Burgers.
That sounded good, actually. I get a burger and a milkshake and do that for every lunch. Fuck, man. That's still. There's a lot of celebrity deaths over the last several years, and David Lynch is one of those ones that sticks out in my mind. That, like, yeah, it's fucking sad. I kind of wish he was able to give us one more season of Twin Peaks or another movie before he passed on, but. Because he seemed like able to do so for the longest time, even after he did Straight Story, or not Straight Story. What was the last one he did?
Was it an Inland Empire?
Inland Empire. I still haven't seen that, but I think that was like some weird experimental movie he did with like early digital cameras or something, wasn't it? Like they're all.
definitely probably his most experimental one. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So this is gonna offend Nick, and he's probably gonna kick me off his show forever. But I
Fuck
feel
you,
David
Rick.
Lynch. David Lynch is a lot like George Lucas. He's better when he has people around him that can say no to him.
Yeah.
Like
I would say he's
I think-
yeah,
I
you're
think
clo-
Twin
you're
Peaks
on
season
you're not
one-
wrong, but I would say that he's way better than George
I mean,
Lucas
yes, he actually has talent. George Lucas, I feel, kind of got lucky. I don't feel George Lucas is actually a good writer.
I don't think George. Yeah, I don't think George Lucas is
He's a good
bad.
creator.
I think
he's not a writer.
I think when he was handcuffed by other people's ideas, like they managed to make something fucking amazing with the original Star Wars show.
I think of everything, and now, granted, I haven't seen as much David Lynch as you guys have, so maybe I'm wrong. My opinion, everything I've seen of David Lynch, by a massive margin, a massive ocean-wide margin, the best thing he's ever made is Twin Peaks Season 1. Bar none. I love that fucking Season 1. And Season 2 is still good. I still enjoy it, but not as
he had nothing really to do with Season 2, so.
Yeah. Well,
like some basic outline story, but that Season 2 kind of came too early. And I thought it ended all right, but I mean, for me, it's Season 1 and Season 3. The Return was Season 3. The Return is more.
I mean, Season 1 is all his, and Fire Walk with Me was really his Twin Peaks Season 2.
Yeah. So I like Season
3.
Fire Walk with Me was great. Season 3 I liked, and there's some really adventurous, like that was one of the big things about David Lynch, is that he was like very avant-garde. Like he would be like trying to push the limits, and he quite. Like once you get to was it episode 8 when you get that weird Roswell, New Mexico shit, or the New Mexico atomic bomb shit, and you start to expand upon the horizons of that, like what television should be, and you're like, holy shit, this is getting weird, but pushing the limits. And I like there's a lot I like about especially the latter half of that season, and I gotta sit down and watch it again. But it seems to be that like to me that's what David Lynch is, like that avant-garde like experimental shit. Like Lost Highway still is still what I would consider my favorite Lynch film.
It's a good one.
Like that is so fucking weird.
If I were to compare David Lynch to somebody, I would compare him to somebody like Lucio Fulci, where yes, he's got a lot of talent, but he makes shit that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
You're not too far off.
Yeah, it makes sense to. But you have to stretch your imagination.
Like Fulci, he was a guy who was more interested in putting like the imagery he saw in his head on screen and not worrying so much about.
And shockingly, my favorite Fulci movie that I've seen is Zombie, because it's his probably most fucking straightforward movie that makes sense for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much.
So far, the Fulci movie. I wish I had a copy. The Fulci movie I really liked was the Black Cat.
Black Cat's great.
The Psychic is good. I have that. I could play that at some point.
Yeah, Psychic's not bad.
Play it right now. It's a copyright strike.
No. I've got 2 spaghetti westerns from Fulci as well. We could watch at some point.
Massacre Time's one of them, right? And what's the other one?
For the Apocalypse.
For the Apocalypse.
I watched the Fulci movie where literally he plays Fulci, but he's like being stalked or something for
Cat in the
playing.
Brain.
Oh yeah, Cat in the Brain. Yeah, I've heard of that one. I've never seen it.
Is that the one? Yeah, I watched it. It's okay. It's not.
It's interesting because he basically put it together from a bunch of stuff that he shot earlier that he never used for anything else, really.
Yeah, it is a bit janky. Yeah, it is definitely a little bit janky, but
I mean, it's got. If you like the Black Cat, you'll probably like it just because it's got another like basically like monster cat stuff going on, like tearing into people and shit.
Yeah, I feel like the cat's probably more normal. Another good Fulci movie, and you probably have seen, is The Beyond.
Oh yeah, Beyond's great.
Yeah,
I have seen that, but it's been a minute.
my favorite of the three, the Gates of Hell trilogy or whatever.
Yeah,
is still Host by the Cemetery, which is the
Really?
one that makes the least sense out of all three of them.
Which one is City?
House by the
which one
Cemetery is
City
like Fulci's version of Amityville horror. Like
which one is
very,
City of the
very
Dead?
similar.
City of the Dead's the
That's
one
the cemetery.
where the priest hangs himself.
Yeah,
and then
I've
comes
seen
back as a
that one,
demon.
and I've seen that one. I've seen The Beyond. I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen the last one.
Oh, you haven't seen
I
Host
mean,
by the
we
Cemetery?
should add that to the list to watch.
Yeah,
I don't
didn't watch
think
it.
I have. Well, I mean, at this point, I don't think I've seen either City of the Dead or The Beyond. I don't think I've seen either one of those in 20 years. So, I mean, it would be like literally, it'd be like a first time watch for me at this point.
So Host by
But
the
you've seen
Host by the Cemetery is my favorite of that trio of movies. It's got my least favorite character in any fucking Italian horror movie ever, which should be like a deal breaker almost, but he's not. And I think Nick knows who I'm talking about.
Huh?
Bob, the little kid. Hi, I'm Bob.
Oh, you know what? Shit. I have seen that movie then. Now you've just jogged my memory, Lee. I think I have seen that movie because I remember the annoying kid. But again, I don't remember the rest of the movie. So I would still, at some point, if you want to do one night where we watch all three of them, maybe. I don't know how long they are, but that might actually.
I remember.
Actually, that would be a good like full movie night if we watched all three back to back to back.
Yeah.
City of the Living Dead and Beyond. We did watch City of the Living Dead on Russell Cinema one night, like a long time ago. But the Beyond and House by the Cemetery, I watched on my own because when I watched the first one, I'm like, I want to check the rest of them.
Is City of the Living Dead that I think it has one of the main actors from Zombie in it as well?
Probably.
Yes, pretty sure. David
I think
McCullough,
so.
I believe.
Yeah, I think
because
so.
that's the one where like the undead are starting to appear and they ended up going underground or something like that. The
zombies are almost like demons. They got magical powers and stuff like that, and they're super strong and they kill people by like punching through the back of their skulls and ripping their brains out and shit.
Yeah, call me old-fashioned, but if you may give me zombies, I like old-fashioned zombies. I mean, maybe it's his most mainstream, but I love Zombie. That is a great movie.
Yeah. So the thing about City of the Living Dead, it kind of confused people because it's like they're not really zombies; they're demons. Basically, they're possessed corpses or whatever.
I feel like my favorite's still The Beyond because that was the one that was kind of like almost. I don't want to say like giallo like because it's not like about revealing a killer at the end, but the way that it flows through and you wind up the finale of the movie and they end up the only way to close the gates of hell in that movie is to trap themselves in hell, and you got this bleak, desolate version of hell where it's just like
it's got
demons in a gray world. I mean, it's like hell doesn't look like hell like in the traditional like Christian sense,
Yeah,
that is so fucking good.
Yeah, no, that one's got the best ending.
Three. That's why that one's my favorite. That one sticks in my mind like that.
Yeah, but House by the Cemetery for me has the best soundtrack.
Okay,
I like the concept, even though like it ends kind of weak. City of the Living Dead is the one that ends the worst because they ran out of money before they could finish the film. So they had to come up with that fucking moment of the young kid running at him at the end and all being scared. Like what? Like that makes no sense. Okay, I guess they were afraid that they were scared because now they realized they had to adopt this kid because his parents were dead. But that was my headcanon.
What was the one? Was it The Beyond where like there's like a seer or something at the start that dies and has to be like unearthed, but like the person just happens to find her coffin after she's buried and sees her frantically trying to get out. That's the one.
Yeah, and the axe keeps coming through and like just barely missing.
That's the one. Just that was good.
Yeah, no.
I'm assuming
it's got the opening where they killed a dude for being a warlock or whatever underneath the house and stuff, and
because that's where the gate to hell is like in the basement where this guy was trying to open the gate to hell.
You ungodly warlock.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
We've all seen New York Ripper, I assume. I know
Yeah.
Greg just took off, but I'm pretty sure we've all seen it.
Yeah, I don't like that movie.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. It's
What
just
other
like
Fulci stuff is out there?
I mean, it's fine. It's well made and shit, and the killer's unique with the fucking Daffy Duck voice or the Ronald Duck voice.
Oh,
Donald
yeah.
Duck.
Ronald Duck.
No, Donald the Duck. Donald Duck.
Yeah, I know.
But
Duck.
but just that one. It's just like it's just pretty much nonstop. Oh, how violently can we chop up women? It's just like okay, I'm getting tired of this.
That's pretty much the existence of that one. Don't Torture a Duckling is probably his best giallo.
It's also the ending fate of the villain makes it also one of the funniest ones where they threw that dummy down the cliff and like the head's obviously and sparking off the cliff as it goes down.
Yeah,
but that one's good because that one's like all through it. It's like wow, they're like someone is luring kids in this town and killing them, and it's like oh shit, what the fuck's going on?
Sounds like FC's Island. Torture Duckling, and what's the other one I've seen of his early stuff? Lizard in a Woman's Skin. I saw that yellow once. It was interesting.
Yeah, I saw that once. I've totally forgotten everything about it, but
it's like if I recall correctly, it was like involved in orgy or something. It might be a good titty movie for.
I feel every Italian film involves an orgy. I have seen New York Ripper several times, and I have not seen Don't Torture a Duckling.
Okay.
As far as I know, I haven't anyway. But I tend to forget movies that I've seen, especially Italian movies. But yeah, I've seen. I like New York Ripper, but yeah, it's violent from what I remember. But and Donald Duck is just kind of there.
I've been thinking like Don't Torture a Duckling is like one I would like to actually pick up at some point. I don't know if where you can get it.
Arrow Video probably.
Pirate Bay.
I think yeah. Pirate Bay.
Well. I mean, it's
okay.
It's okay, Nicholas. Fulci's dead. You're not ripping any money away from him, so it's all right.
Yeah, but his kids probably want to get new Ferraris. So fuck you, Nick. Buy his Blu-rays.
I don't know if he's even got any surviving relatives at this point.
I don't know. I would say that Arrow does such a great job at like A, picking great movies, and B, converting them to Blu-ray like high res.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when it comes to resolution, you don't really need the resolution 4K.
No.
But it does come down. Like I don't think you need anything more than 1080p. But at like I know, and I'm saying this with a huge collection of 4K movies. I feel like when it comes to 4K movies, the biggest benefit you get out of going with 4K is to get like so in some cases the movies do benefit in the sense like somebody scans them in at a HDR so that you get like a wider color palette, like deeper blacks or something. Like you don't really get the benefit of that on an LCD television as much. The biggest thing's going to come from someone remastering the soundtrack, and I don't think Arrow doesn't usually do that, where they take a soundtrack and upgrade it to Atmos. So,
Nick,
but the Blu-ray looks fucking just fine.
I guarantee you can't fucking tell the difference between a DVD and a 4K Blu-ray soundtrack. No offense, but you're full of shit.
I'm not saying. Okay, fuck you, Greg. But
most people
I would say
tell the difference between all these fucking different soundtracks, and nor can you tell the difference between fucking anything. I mean, okay, maybe Blu-ray.
You can tell the difference between video, yes, of a DVD and Blu-ray. But
yeah, but can you tell the difference between a Blu-ray and a 4K? I'd argue probably not.
That's very much a finer detail, and
I mean,
especially if it's a good quality.
You can definitely tell the difference when they like digitally like scrub the film grain off of like an old movie.
Well, that's the big benefit of going from a Blu-ray version, which was see, like when a lot of the Blu-rays came out, they rushed them to market, so there were a lot of scan that Greg leaves in the middle of the conversation.
I'm still listening to you.
Fuck
Oh
Greg.
my!
No, like
God,
okay, so
I can still fucking hear you.
here's the big thing, like with Blu-rays, like when Blu-ray came out, a lot of movies were rushed to market, and they were just like, oh, we want to put as many movies as we can, because back at that point in time, Blu-rays was still the dominant form of watching movies. We wanted to watch HD movies and have as many movies as available to rent or buy as possible. So they were all rushed out. They were all taking like HD scans of existing negatives. They weren't cleaned up. A lot of them. When you get modern Blu-ray scans, like re-releases or 4K scans, they've been like cleaned up by boutique labels. The presentation of it, they look super clean. They look like the best image quality you could possibly get. But whether or not it's a 4K at that point, if it's a 4K or a Blu-ray, it really doesn't matter that much, because the HD is still going to look fucking great.
But cleaning's fine. Cleaning is fine. That's not the question. The thing
or
here
color grading, like making sure that the colors look right or not too orange or blue.
Because usually you can have, like, in several cases, the director comes back and like oversees like the color correction and shit on films. And that,
apparently James Cameron has done with a lot of his movies lately.
James Cameron's a little bit more of an extreme story. I wouldn't go with him.
No, here's the problem, that when Cameron
maybe a shit stirrer, Greg.
When Cameron's throwing AI into his films and like
AI digital cleaning,
not cleaning, but
he's trying. Yeah, he's trying to make his old films look digital.
He might as well,
and they don't look bad. He might as well take his films to Epstein Island.
So they're too old.
I wouldn't say
like when a 4K goes too far. This is where it goes too far. When you clean up the image so much that you're actually scrubbing out the actual grain of the physical celluloid for what you see on screen. Because when I watch an old movie from the 70s, I want to see the graininess. I want it to be the medium it was fucking recorded in. I want a digital fucking representation of that image. I don't want a fucking,
like, I don't want scratches. I don't want hairlines. I don't want all that kind of crap like you would see in an old scan of a film print. I want to go back. I want to see the film grain. Like when I think of perfect 4K copies, like Stanley Kubrick's 2001 or Jaws is like the perfect 4K Blu-ray, because they look fucking amazing on 4K. Like they've been cleaned up, but they still preserve a lot of the film grain. You're watching it in as good a quality as you were to have watched it on the big screen back in 1975. Yeah. So, or 1969.
So I'm going to make the argument that's going to really offend Nick. I think there are some movies.
Fuck you, Greg.
Not all movies, but I think there are some movies that are at their absolute peak on VHS.
Yes.
Like Friday the 13th films at their peak on VHS. I don't feel cleaning them up did anything to help the movies.
No,
I feel
they were shot to look. They were shot cheaply.
They look like shit. Yeah. Like, okay. I mean, that's fair. Like,
yeah. Now, a movie.
I wouldn't say this though offends me. I mean, of course, your opinion is a pure opinion. Your opinion can be wrong, but I mean, in this case here,
maybe.
I want, like, of course, like watching it on big screen back in 1980, whatever, for the Jason movies. Like, yeah, I don't think you're going to get much better. But besides, it's they're generally trashy movies, so the trashy movies are not going to benefit from such video upgrades.
No,
like in my case, what I have the Friday the 13th series. I have it on a box set I bought for $20 on Blu-ray. I'm happy with that stuff.
I have somewhere. I have the Friday the 13th series. It's only the Paramount films, not the New Line films. And it's on DVD, and I haven't watched it in forever because I just have my pirated copies. But if I wanted to, those DVDs are perfectly fine for those. Now, again, the other argument, you brought this up, Nick. The other argument is, what are you watching it on? Because again, big screen back when VHS was a thing. It's like, well, you might have a fucking, you might have a
32 or
CRT.
27 CRT, right?
I had a massive.
Yeah, I thought you hated watching the movies in full screen resolution, Greg.
Well, I mean, when I had a CRT, I had no choice because that's what they were. But I mean, I had a massive CRT, which was 36 inches. And then I think my next TV my dad bought, which was, I think it was the first HD TV, and that was, I think, a 55. No, it was a 65-inch TV, which he spent an ungodly amount of money on. I think he spent like $7 or $8 grand on at the time or something.
Jesus, like a 70 was a first flat screen TV, like a plasma or something. Or?
It was. Oh fuck! I don't even remember what technology it was. It was before DLP. I think it was. It was a rear projection. It was HD. It was HD. It was 720p. And he had that TV, and that was pretty badass. I can't remember exactly what technology it used, but
like was it rear projection television?
It was a rear projection. I think it was before
65-inch rear projection.
Yeah, because I bought a DLP a few years after that, and that was a new DLP was like a newer technology at the time. But yeah, that was kind of what we had. But anyway,
it still used the color. It still used the color wheel, but a digital light, I think. So like the lamp was digital.
And that's actually what happened is on my DLP TV, the color wheel went, and to replace it was like more expensive than just buying a new TV at the time. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to fucking deal with this. So I put it on the curb and somebody took it. But anyways, no, the point is, like Nick touched on this, is that it depends on the TV. Like 4K makes sense. The reality is 4K makes sense when you've got like a 100-inch screen. Doesn't mean it's not going to look good on a smaller screen. No, it's still going to look really good. But do you need it? No. I mean, if you want to really watch a movie, like if you really want to watch a movie,
that's another thing. Like you want to watch a video movie at the best quality. Like I talk about like Jaws or 2001. Like if you had the Blu-ray version, it's still going to be perfect.
You probably don't need to upgrade. Like if I
one.
Like I mean, I probably. I mean, listen, my collection is nowhere near what Nick's is, but in my probably collection of DVDs was probably 200 to 300 DVDs, and then my collection of I did actually adopt HD DVDs because I was an idiot.
Wow!
So I adopted HD DVDs. I had the add-on for Xbox or whatever. So I had about 10 HD DVDs, and then I probably had about 30 Blu-rays, mostly regular Blu-rays. And now my collection of 4K Blu-rays consists of one 4K Blu-ray. Yeah, it's Black Christmas.
Yeah, Black Christmas. Well, my collection of Blu-rays, like I started building it in 2015, but I didn't really start picking up and making it more serious until like 2022, 23. I think it was like I like now my collection's blossomed to like about 350 movies. So I still don't have it anywhere near what Lee probably has. I don't know how many.
How many you say you have again?
About 350-ish.
That's all together, DVDs, Blu-rays, everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well, that's about a third of what I have.
Okay.
Something like that. I've got. Well, no, I've got. Last time I counted, and that was a while ago. And honestly, I haven't bought anything in. I think since before COVID. Honestly.
Oh wow.
But I have well over 1,000 movies.
Cool.
Probably about 1,500.
You got good taste in movies, though. Like all my movies
I got a ton of shit, dude. I got garbage fucking movies.
I feel
shit I don't need.
I feel that's part of a good collection. If you're one of those people that just likes to have a big collection, you got to have a lot of shit in it because that just kind of is part of. That's part of the. And I don't know. I think Paul has an even bigger collection than you do, Lee. And
his is crazy. His VHS collection is probably bigger than my DVD.
Yeah, I was gonna say like he collects fucking old school shit. Like he wants his werewolf movies in fucking in fucking VHS.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I've got a bunch of box sets too. Like I was always buying those Mill Creek box sets that had like 50 movies in them or whatever.
Yeah.
And of course, they're all in shitty quality for the most part. And about 90% of them are always garbage. They were just kind of valuable so you could get like that 10% gold that's sitting in there somewhere, even if it's in shitty quality kind of thing.
Well, I've been looking at some of those Mill Creek sets for like the spaghetti westerns there to see if there's anything I don't have.
Well, I feel like you're buying stuff like that on Blu-ray because Blu-rays are so big. you can probably actually have like a whack load of spaghetti westerns, and they're still in pretty decent quality because they do have they can at least give you. I mean,
I've got a lot of spaghetti westerns on Blu-ray, but I think I might only have like 20-ish. But the thing is, there aren't that many spaghetti westerns on Blu-ray because they haven't really ported that many over.
No, they're hard to source.
They're hard to source.
Yeah,
I've got a couple of like Arrow movie Blu-ray sets that have like 4 movies a piece. Like that one we watched in the weekend, My Name is Pecos. That was in one of those Arrow box sets that I bought.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so like the Mill Creek stuff that I used to buy. When you got a spaghetti western one, you would get every in public domain spaghetti western that there was, basically. And they're all like almost across the board. There would be the rare of the example where you get 1 or 2 that were like remastered or just in good shape. The rest of them were all in dog shit shape. And they were probably like chopped to pieces, edited for US audience or whatever the fuck version it was. And those are really the only versions available unless you want to pay out the ass like Arrow will for a movie. So like a lot of those movies just don't exist outside that medium. And it's like, if you wanted to bring up the public domain ones that you can source, why would you put them on Blu-ray? Because there's no way you can clean them up and make them look good. So like it's just, that's why you don't see them as much on Blu-ray in these days. And I mean, even Mill Creek now, they generally, I've heard complaints and stuff, but generally their Blu-ray and releases are pretty decent. They've sort of gotten out of the like we'll just throw whatever slop on a disc kind of market. But like, I mean, you could technically, if you wanted to, you could recreate those Mill Creek releases on Blu-ray with all the shitty copies of these movies that have been floating around for like the last 30 years, and release them. And I'm sure people would buy them, but the market is a lot smaller at this point. Even
so, I got about. I'm just looking at my collection list that I wrote down here. I've got about 28, 29 spaghetti westerns on Blu-ray. Some of the discs have aren't the best quality, and some of them have multiple movies on a disc. Like my copy of Grand Duel with Lee Van Cleef also has Kilma on the same disc.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But most of them are like Kino Lorber or Arrow.
Oh yeah, Kino Lorber and Arrow. If you're getting that, you're doing all right.
Yeah, most of them are Kino Lorber.
So again, I'm going to say something. I know. Okay, well, Nick is peeing. I know Nick is going to disagree with me on this.
Fuck you, Rick.
I'm curious if Lee agrees with me on this. For older movies, say movies probably before the 90s, maybe even into the 90s. I myself, especially if I'm on a TV, but even with my downstairs surround sound system, I generally prefer the mono soundtracks or stereo soundtracks over 5.1 remastered.
I mean, I've got a 5.1 DVD system technically, but I don't have like the space to put the speakers all around, so I don't listen to it in 5.1. So like all my speakers are actually like my DVD players like directly under my TV. And all my speakers are like basically sitting on my DVD player or around my DVD player and just projecting out to me. So it's like, why would I even bother doing that at 5.1? It just makes no sense.
And I feel like, okay, so I mean, like newer movies, and this is going to be like a newer example. It's not a new movie, but like something like Saving Private Ryan or a war movie where they've kind of made, okay, you're going to hear bullets all around you and stuff like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. But to me, like Black Christmas, okay, my one 4K Blu-ray that I own. Yeah. I tried watching I was tried with the 5.1 soundtrack, and I'm just like, this is weird. I don't want to hear shit behind me. Like, this movie is like, it is a very everything's on the TV movie. I don't feel the need to hear stuff around me. I'm like, no, I'm fine with the mono soundtrack.
Yeah, no, with
it's going to depend on the movie. And
well, yeah, with Black Christmas, the sound design was not really there for like, oh, you're going to hear something in the background, because in so many instances, it goes to the point of view of Billy, the killer. So, like, you don't need that. You don't need to hear Billy in the background somewhere. It's very much you're taking the point of view of the killer as he's like, saying weird.
It's got to depend on the movie, though. Like,
yeah, no, the sound.
I'm
Like,
gonna give the blanket statement that I don't think there's really too many movies before the year at least 2000 that really benefit much from surround sound. You know,
No,
I was gonna say, like, one of my favorite movies, and like one of the main reasons I keep this movie is because after watching it, is like The Fugitive. It sounds fucking amazing in an Atmos soundtrack, but
Okay.
that it's also going to be one of those ones where like your mileage may vary in how good the movie is in an upgraded soundtrack. And then one of the biggest things, it was the original soundtrack designed to be used in like one of those atmospheric systems, and that kind of thing really only starts to come into play in, I think sound systems only really became like surround sound systems started to become more popular in the like early to late 80s. And one of the first movies to do that kind of shit was like Star Wars.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get a lot of movies from the 70s that have been upgraded to soundtracks where it was really designed for that kind of thing. And when I would argue, like, when I think of movies that look great in that kind of format with an upgraded soundtrack, like, it's not like, I think my copy of like Steven Spielberg's Duel is in Atmos, and like, who cares? Because it's really a movie designed for.
And you and I watched that, I think, one night, Nick, and I thought that was a fantastic movie. I loved it. But
That's a great movie.
I don't think you're going to benefit from 5.1 with that, or
no, but it wasn't really designed for that kind of thing. And like, I'm thinking, like, even with movies like 2001: A Space Odyssey and Jaws, you don't really get the benefit. The movies weren't designed for that.
Where would 2001 benefit? Because half the time you're in outer space and there's no fucking sound anyway. Like, it's.
Yeah, but some movies like another good movie, and you know what, maybe this is a blockbuster one from the 90s, but I feel like it sounded fucking amazing in Atmos, was Twister.
Twister? I mean, I can see that.
Because that was like every big blockbuster with everything happening all around you.
Like, you do that for like Jurassic Park, you do that for like War of the Worlds, you do that for
Terminator 2, maybe. I don't know.
Predator, I feel like, would probably benefit from that to a certain degree.
Because you hear the jungle all around you. I can see that.
Yeah.
And there's some slasher films I could see it working. One set out in the woods,
like Jason 3D, or like
I mean,
Jason Friday the 13th Part 3.
I mean,
I'm kidding about that one.
The Friday the 13th ones, like, I feel like they wouldn't benefit too much because you're jumping around too much between characters. I feel like
with those ones, like, they're trashy, so you wouldn't give a shit.
Friday the 13th had a really interesting kind of rock soundtrack in that movie. I know we discussed it on the podcast we did. You should listen to it on They Must Be Aroused on Site. But I mean, spoilers. Nick really likes Friday the 13th.
This episode is. We were down to one viewer. Nobody cares about movies.
Well, we don't give a fuck.
They can go fuck themselves. I hate them. They all die.
We love the people that watch this after the fact anyway. So
Friday the 13th Part 3 probably has the most unique soundtrack in the entire Friday the 13th series. It's a very
most good, like, which Friday the 13th? 3?
3. It's the one you like.
Three's the one I like. Yeah,
it has a very unique soundtrack to it. It's a lot more rocky than the rest of them. So it's probably more licensed music, I'm assuming. So I haven't actually researched that, but
I can't remember there being all that much licensed stuff in it.
Well, I'm assuming whoever plays the rock and techno tracks in it's a band or something, or they just make it for the movie?
I think it's still Harry Manfredini doing the soundtrack there.
Okay,
I'm looking it up.
It's like the later sequels where you get like Alice Cooper and stuff like that.
Listen, I like Friday the 13th. It's not as up there for me as it is for Nick, but I still like that movie. It's a pretty. I argue with the Paramount films. There's really no bad ones. Part 8,
I would say, like we've covered this on the podcast. I feel like Friday the 13th is a pretty, like, in general, is a pretty consistent series that they're all enjoyable.
It's incredible.
Even Jason Goes to Hell, there's still enough to like about that movie that makes you like, yeah, it's good.
I mean, it has its pos.
It sucks, but I mean, it's a good entry.
I mean, I would argue. I mean, there's no real bad ones in the Paramount films. I mean, you can argue like Part 8's
with the
not
new
that
one,
great,
yeah.
but I mean, I still feel that movie has enough entertainment.
Yeah, but there's still enough to like about like Jason Takes Manhattan. I mean, like that.
And it doesn't overall shit on the series.
Is there?
The ending is really bad, but otherwise, I don't feel it takes too much of a shit on the series. Whereas you look at something like Nightmare on Elm Street or Halloween, and listen, I personally love Halloween. It's my favorite franchise.
Yeah.
But oh my God, are there some bad movies in that franchise?
Like, oh my God, like Halloween Resurrection is just dog shit that doesn't need to exist.
Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre have the absolute bottom of the barrel. And they have the worst hit or miss fucking ratio of any of the big.
And both those movies had both those series had fucking fantastic initial entries, and then
yeah. I've only ever seen the first Texas Chainsaw. I need to watch some of the others.
I don't really feel there's much that I'd recommend. I mean, of course you can watch the series, you do you, but I mean, I would honestly say the only one really worth watching is the first one. The remake is good. The remake is actually pretty good. Yeah. So that one's kind of worth watching.
I like part 2 a lot. I know it's a total departure.
Yeah, I've grown. I first hated it. I've grown to kind of accept it. It's still not something I really love all that much because it is so different in tone and stuff like that. But
part 3 is the most. Hey, we're kind of like Friday the 13th kind of in tone, like 80, like that one totally feels like an 80s slasher movie craziness.
I think I actually haven't seen the only Texas Chainsaw I don't believe I've ever seen is the one where he's like transgender.
Generation.
Leatherface. Yeah, I think that's part 4 if I'm not mistaken.
The one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger.
No, so I have seen Matthew McConaughey, Renee Zellweger. I've seen it's either 3 or 4 I haven't seen. I can't remember. So I've seen the one with Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger
in it.
Okay, so I haven't seen 3 then.
Okay.
So the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre film I've seen is the original. I've seen every one of the Friday 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween movies.
Yeah, I mean, Texas Chainsaw, again, I mean, you got morbid curiosity, knock them all out one night and just, watch a bunch of them. But, I mean, yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, the Texas Chainsaw, you got the first one, you got the remake, which is pretty good. I don't actually hate the remake like the beginning, but it's so incredibly unnecessary.
Yeah,
and I have the controversial opinion where I actually didn't mind I think it was 2000. It was the one that was the 3D one originally. Now I think it's the 2009 version or something. I didn't mind that one. I totally know I'm the outlier here.
Do your thing, cuz fuck off.
I like the way it just goes kind of like, okay, we're just gonna connect. I always like it when a movie ignores all the sequels and just kind of does its own thing, and I'm like, I like that movie, but I totally understand I'm the outlier there, so that's fine.
You have to buy that the main girl in that is
the age gap was a little. It's like what a 50-year age gap, but meanwhile she's only like 20 years old, so
they're clearly using cell phones and stuff. It's not like set in the 90s or something. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here. And you got Clint Eastwood's talentless fucking hack son in it, and it's just like,
I didn't even know he was in that.
Yeah, the guy who plays like he's either the deputy or the sheriff. That's Clint Eastwood's son in that.
And then you got the absolute ass shit one where it's like, oh, you didn't like Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning? Well, how about Leatherface when he was a kid? But they actually the spoilers. They actually trick you into who you think is Leatherface. I won't go further. I won't go further on that. But it's like the person you think is Leatherface is not Leatherface.
And then the recent one where it's like, hey, let's make fun of social media people and kill them all on the bus. It's like, all right, that was
they literally did Halloween 2018 in that movie, but A, without Marilyn Burns because she died unfortunately, and B, they did not do it competently. So it's like, oh, we're going to do the whole, hey, this heroine's been fucking after you for 50 years, and she's going to come back and get you. And they did it so poorly.
What a waste of a character. Especially, yes, they couldn't get Marilyn Burns. That's fine. Unfortunate, but they couldn't get her.
Obviously, you can't get a dead person, so we're okay with that.
But the woman they did get is one of the cultists from Jesus, I'm blanking on the name. Mandy. The secondary cultist woman from Mandy, who is an excellent actress, and she's really good in the role in that film. But they give her nothing to do, and she just dies like a bitch. It's just like, okay.
Spoilers, but yeah. I know that's going to be another fist fight for me and Lee. I didn't like Mandy. I tried to like it. I watched it twice. Couldn't get into it.
God,
but
I hate you so much, Greg.
I liked it. I ended up buying it, so I haven't rewatched it.
I did like the dog. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely the
favorite child. We're definitely. It's gonna be like Lee Lowski.
I did like the big chain. I did like the big chainsaw fight where the guy had the big. I think it was the double chainsaw, the big chainsaw at the end or something. I like that.
The big fucking knife for a cock.
Oh yeah. They basically did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 chainsaw fight.
Yeah. I was. So I will say, although I'm not the biggest fan of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, if I were to tell you one movie to watch, I'd probably say, if you're going to watch the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series and you just want to watch 3 of them, obviously watch the first one. That's no doubt about it. Then I'd say watch the remake, and then I'd say, well, maybe not in this order, but watch part 2 because part 2 is interesting. It goes places,
and then the remake. Okay.
I would say the remake. I mean, listen, if you're curious about,
I'll probably watch them. I'll probably try to find whatever and then watch them all. The other series I haven't watched any of the sequels from is Child's Play.
I've seen them all, and I mean, part 1 and 2 are by far the best. Mm-hmm. But I hate Chucky. I think he's the stupidest fucking villain ever.
Yeah, you could.
I actually like the idea. I actually like the series.
Punt him like a fucking mile.
Mm-hmm.
I like the series because until fairly recently, the series was very consistent because it was basically done by the same guy. So, he was in most of them. In fact, I think he's even in the series that just ended. But
yeah, I think he's been like the voice of Chucky or something. I
think he's in all of them except for
the acting.
I think he's in all of them except for the remake.
Going to do right.
Well, and I would say the reboot of Chucky, I would say ignore that and just watch Megan instead. It's a better version of Chucky.
Yeah, it is.
Especially, I like Megan 2 more than I probably like the first movie. But I mean, Megan.
I've never seen Megan.
What are you doing tonight, Greg? You trying to piss me off?
I think you like Megan 2, but anyways, no, Megan 2.
I didn't like.
Well, so again, it's different. It's like it's basically comparing Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. It's like I sort of enjoyed the second one more, but I can understand. I thought the first one had the really weird scene where literally the child seemed like he was about to rape a robot, and then he didn't get away with it. But I'm like, that was very strange for me. But I did like the first one a lot, but I kind of got the jive of the second one more. But anyway, whatever. Nick can watch them and he can make up his own mind. I would. The Child's Play reboot to me didn't work. I didn't think it was terrible, but I didn't like it all that much. Child's Play 1 and 2 worth watching. Everything past that is kind of like various levels.
Bride of Chucky's fun.
Bride of Chucky's good. Seed of Chucky not so much. There was the one after. There was the one where they tried to make it seem like this. They kind of rebooted the series and made it seem really serious. Maybe Curse of Chucky. That was. I think it
was in an asylum or something like that.
No, it's not the asylum. It's the one that was in, I think, an old house.
Oh, okay.
I have to look up exactly. I think he might be right with Curse of Chucky though.
Yeah, I kind of.
Those to me are the standout movies of it. The latest Chucky movie, like the one before they went to the series / reboot, they kind of went off in separate directions. That one to me was a pretty weak movie. And I haven't seen the Chucky series at all, but from what I hear, it's not that great. So
yeah, no, it's like you can punt that fucking doll, man.
That's kind of my problem was, and I get it. It's kind of like children horror. It's kind of like the child in fucking Pet Cemetery. It's like, they can fucking. they can fucking get under the bed and maybe slash your ankles or something. But I feel for the most part, I'm not particularly terrorized by
The little baby can come
like
out from under the bed and slash your Achilles heel. Yeah.
Listen.
That old Indian burial ground.
Oh, Indian burial ground.
Listen,
the ground is sour.
Yeah, listen. Sometimes a man's heart is stonier, Lewis.
Listen. If you were to fucking turn my dogs into fucking slashers, I mean, you probably wouldn't be too afraid of Bella. You might be a little more afraid of Arnold, but not so much. And Bruce might actually terrorize you. But then again, if you get a fucking big ass Saint Bernard like Cujo or something, well, that's going to be a lot more terrorizing than fucking any of my dogs will be. And I feel that's kind of a thing. Is like,
what if you take Agnes up to the old Micmac burial ground, huh?
Then for sure you're going to die because she'll just seduce you with her titties, and as you're being smothered by them, she'll just murder your ass.
Yeah, a man's cock gets hotter.
No, I'm not even going to argue. I mean, if you're gonna go out, being smothered by Agnes's titties is not a bad way.
Don't let your kid walk on that road, Lewis. There's all kinds of trucks going by, huh?
Yeah. A little bit. That's the best part of fucking Pet Cemeteries. That
main accent is the best thing.
I love Pet Cemetery. Like Pet Cemetery is probably. I mean, I'd have to go through it, but it might be in my top 5 Stephen King adaptations. I really enjoyed part 2, and I actually didn't even hate the remake. But
part 2 was different but interesting with Clancy Brown, right? So that was an interesting.
I feel like anything with Clancy Brown is going to be at least interesting.
Yeah.
It's that place that movie goes places though. It's just like you expect it to be some kind of continuation, and it just gets weird.
Yeah.
But like the original Pet Cemetery, like I rewatched it, I'm like, oh, this fucking ends weird. But the movie is like great 3/4 the way through.
I mean, it's honestly so close to King's actual book, especially in tone, where it's just so dark.
Mm.
That's what I appreciate about it. Like it ends so dark and like just nihilistic.
And with Denise Crosby being like undead and like.
Mm-hmm. It ends so dark and nihilistic, and that's exactly how. That book is so I loved it for that.
I mean, I still like that movie. My favorite, I probably told you guys this before. My favorite Stephen King movie is The Dead Zone with Christopher Walken.
Dead Zone's great.
I fucking love that movie. I just love the concept of like him being able to foresee like for the future by touching people. Mm-hmm. This is something I like about that movie.
The ice is gonna break.
And it's kind of strangely prophetic because now you're like seeing like, ladies and gentlemen, the nukes are flying. Oh yeah, Charlie with Martin Sheen.
Yeah, that's
like fucking.
And then all the stuff with the like, there's some really haunting stuff in there too with the doctor who who like.
Oh yeah, like he's Polish and it's like he sees
his mother basically sacrificed herself to get him out of the camp.
Yeah.
And then years later, it's like his mother's actually still alive.
I don't know if you ever seen like the TV series with Anthony Michael Hall. Like in the TV series.
I watched a few episodes because it had the I can't think of her name right now, but she's the second person.
Nicole DeBoer, the girl who played
Dax in DS9.
Not Ezri Dax.
Ezri Dax.
She was so fucking hot. I loved her.
That picks
like that was one of the biggest reasons I got fixated on that TV series. Like the TV series, like it trailed off and like really they canceled it because of low ratings. But that TV series, like it was good for so long because I loved the concept of like keeping the whole story going of him being this kind of problem solver by being able to touch shit, and then they just went screwy with the whole series. Like, okay, Walt dies, and then all of a sudden she's available again, and like all this it's weird. But like I would like, but the thing is like Nicole DeBoer, God, she's hot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like it's just like the series started out fucking great, in the sense that like instead of having the Polish guy, like it ended up being a Vietnamese dude who was like at the fall of Vietnam. And he was Anthony Michael Hall's character was able to see his mother had actually survived the fall of Vietnam, reconnect him with his mother, shit like that. Like it was kind of weird, not weird, but like kind of cool in that sense. Like that's how they portrayed it. Like somebody is like, instead of relating to World War II, is like relating to the Vietnam War.
It was set in the 90s, so
yeah, it was set in.
Oh,
well, it was like early. I think the Dead Zone, like with Anthony Michael Hall, was set in the early 2000s.
Wow.
Was it 2000s or was it late 90s? 2000s?
I think it was early 2000s.
Well, I don't know what the setting was, but the series itself was 2002 until 2007.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, there'd be a 30-year gap there between Vietnam and the series, just like there would be a 30-year gap between Dead Zone and World War II.
I love how one thing I love about 80s movies, a slight tangent, I love how literally every 80s movie, whenever they want to establish somebody as a military background, it's like, oh, you were in the war. Yeah, I was in the war. It's like, because everyone's just referring to Vietnam because that was the war that happened, really only 10 years ago, to a lot of 80s movies or whatever. You were in the war, whatever, or military conflict, if you want to ask some U.S. people that don't want to say U.S. ever lost the war.
I do feel like the Dead Zone TV series is just forgotten about. Like nobody ever thinks about it anymore.
I mean, literally, Nick, I didn't know it existed until you just said it existed.
It went for 6 seasons. It starred Anthony Michael Hall as
I'm looking it up, and holy shit, because I only know Anthony Michael Hall as kind of like the kind of rapey Brat kid in the early movies, and then he was in like some early 90s movies like Edward Scissorhands, where he was kind of the shitty older
Edward Scissoring Hands.
And then I don't know what the fuck happened to him until Halloween Kills. So I don't. There's a big gap there. I'm just like, I don't know what.
He was like a doctor or something or he was like a kidnapped doctor in Dark Knight. Like the Christopher Nolan Batman film.
Was he? Okay, I'll have to.
He was in the Dark Knight.
I didn't know he was in that.
He's in the last season of Reacher too.
That much I knew, but that's fairly recent. I feel like
he was doing good, and then all of a sudden his career just dropped off the fucking cliff.
I mean, it kind of did. Now I feel it came back a little bit after Halloween Kills. Like he wasn't Reacher, and I liked him. I mean, basically he played the same fucking characters he did in Halloween Kills, but I still liked him in it. It was good.
Yeah, but like during the Dead Zone, like Anthony Michael Hall was like the star character. He was the lead.
Yeah.
But that like I was saying before you went to the bathroom or whatever you went, that series just sort of trailed right off into literally the Dead Zone.
Nick, when I go to the bathroom, believe me, I can hear you. You can't hear me.
I'm looking at an older version of Anthony Michael Hall, and I feel like he could play like a Trump in a biopic.
Oh, jeez.
Do we need another biopic of Trump, though?
Of course we do.
Please no.
Well, I mean, eventually Trump dies, and maybe things go back to somewhat normal. At least maybe we go back to like the mainstream.
When he finally dies of heart failure, when you look at his hands bruised and all shit,
or just dementia, like fucking pneumonia and induced dementia or something.
Something, please.
Nick, have you watched anything? Reacher?
No.
Oh God.
Well, one of these days. I mean, it's like Lee with Pluribus. One of these days, when you get around to it, you're going to be in for a very pleasant surprise.
Pluribus, I want to sit down and watch because I love Rhea Seehorn.
I think you probably appreciate Breaking Bad more than most. I think you'll really like it. Now, I mean, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, the first season does end in a bit of a cliffhanger. From what I understand right now, they have 2 seasons planned. Whether they extend it past that, I don't know. But even that, I mean, it's like, Nick, you'll fucking, you're probably the biggest Breaking Bad fan I know. I think you'll fucking love that series.
I love that. I love Breaking Bad, the Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul universe. I watched every single Better Call Saul episode as it came out. Like, well, except for
Yeah.
like from season 3 onwards, I watched the entire series as it came out.
Yeah. So I watched it as it came out too. Breaking Bad. I didn't start watching it till after it, like a year after it ended,
Yeah,
and then I was like, okay,
me
everyone
too.
told me it's great. I'm gonna watch the whole thing, and I loved it. It was great.
I kept hearing about it. I watched it, but I've watched since Breaking Bad came out. I've watched it like 5 or 6 times now, all the way
Oh,
through.
I haven't watched it that many times. I've
love
rewatched
that series.
I've rewatched the entire series, including Better Call Saul and El Camino. I watched it all twice, I believe.
Yeah.
So not quite as many. Like I said, Nick, I think you're
Well,
bigger fan of it than I am. And yeah, I think Pluribus would be right up your alley. I mean,
Yeah.
the best way I can describe it. Well, I won't spoil anything, but the best way I can describe it is the Breaking Bad universe.
Greg's eyes are closed, for he's drunk.
No. There's none of that yet. I will have another beer in a second, so who knows where things are going to go. No, it's the best way I can describe it is the sort of the Breaking Bad universe vibe. It doesn't continue the story of Breaking. It doesn't continue any of the story of it, so don't get excited.
Yeah.
But the vibe of the Breaking Bad universe, it could be literally be the same Walter White universe, and then combine Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Ooh.
And that's all I'll tell you. That's a very, very.
So is this like Invasion of Body? Like, is it Is it Vince Gilligan is involved in this too?
He's like the writer of the show.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, literally, those of you who aren't watching it, I'm like, literally, if you like Breaking Bad, I think you're really
It's
gonna
a
like
new
this
series
show.
of Vince Gilligan and Rhea Seehorn.
It's literally Vince Gilligan after Better Call Saul. He's like, I like Rhea Seehorn so much, I'm gonna write a new series for her, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
And basically, it's sci-fi. It's essentially on a very, very basic level. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but it's really not. It has a lot of twists to it that are not the same thing, and I won't go into any further detail because that would kind of like spoil it for you. But I think you'd really enjoy it, Nick. And then maybe you can convince me to get Lee to watch it.
Yeah. I don't know. I do want to see it. And the reason I haven't is because it's on Apple TV.
It's also on Pirate Bay. It's also on Pirate Bay, Nick. You can very easily download it.
But I'm not really big into. But anyway,
Nick, I will literally set up like a bunker or a Go file server with I have it all downloaded. I'll literally set it up that you can just download it directly from it. And
sure, okay, you do that. I'll download it.
I will do that. Remind me tomorrow when I'm sober, and I'll totally do that for you. You can download all 8 episodes, and you'll have it. You don't have to worry.
It's only 8 episodes a season.
That's all it is.
I mean, that's all that Wonder Man was too.
I feel most shows nowadays are 6 to 8 episodes a season, but I'll set it up. You can watch it. You can let me know what you think about it, and you remind me tomorrow when I'm sober. I'll fucking upload it all and so you can download it.
I got the bubbles that Scott's daughter gave me.
That's nice of you. You're like Uncle Nick, so why not?
I am like Uncle Nick, aren't I? Like, I guess Scott. That's why Scott wasn't here because he was watching the hockey game with Havana.
No,
of course now it's after 11. He isn't here, but yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't be here either.
Like what is it? I went to Havana's birthday party.
You're such an asshole. I love it.
I went to Havana's birthday party in October, and she gave me this and like she literally gave like a swag bag to everybody who came to her party.
Yeah.
So I got this like bottle of bubbles in the bag. Yeah, it was cute. So I got this.
Yeah, because she loves her Uncle Nick, so of course she's gonna give you some cool prizes.
Yeah.
Oh, Havana is a fucking adorable kid. Like Scott couldn't ask for a better daughter.
Yeah, I don't
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like what the fuck?
She sounds like a nice kid. And as somebody who hates children as general, she sounds like a nice child. But
yeah. I hate kids, but she sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, where is it? There's like I don't know. It's like she actually listen, a couple of years ago, like when it was my birthday, it was like right as I lost my job at St. John Energy or something like that. She heard it was my birthday and she wanted to stage a birthday party for me.
Oh,
Yes, I remember
sweet.
Scott.
So I remember going over
about that where Scott, she's like, no, she has to have a birthday party for Uncle Nick, and there's no stopping her. So Scott had to help her do it. Like,
that's cute.
I just thought it was kind of cute. I'm like, I really appreciate it. That made my day.
Yeah, go figure. People
She's
actually like you, Nick.
Good kid.
Weird.
Too bad I'm a shitty Uncle Nick.
Oh, well, whatever.
I think
you're probably a pretty decent uncle.
I think you're totally fine. You're definitely better than Uncle Diddles. So
yeah,
Uncle Diddle. What the fuck?
Uncle Touchy. Yeah,
Uncle Touchy. Oh, this went off the rails.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. I feel that there's something to be said about, hey, listen. As far as I know, Scott's a good father, and it turns out
Scott is a fucking great dad.
If people actually parent their kids properly, they often turn out to be okay. I mean, I'm not going to say they're perfect. I'm sure Havana will have her foibles throughout her years, but generally speaking, if a parent is good, and I mean, I'm the person that believes that a 2-parent family is better. It's not to say that a single parent can't be good. I'm not saying that, but I do think 2 parents are generally better. And I mean, you know what? You have good parents, and often the kid will turn out to be, good. I mean, listen, most serial killers turn out to have pretty shitty childhoods. There are some serial killers that have great childhoods. So it's not to say that Havana will not become a serial killer.
I know you're still watching because we only have one viewer, but I think still like from everything I've heard, I think Brandon is a great dad. But at the same time, like Scott I would say he's a phenomenal dad because he's actually in touch and loves his fucking daughter. I think he gives her like as much as she might have educational struggles. He gives her as much attention in the world as she needs.
No, that's always the impression I get.
Yeah, no, I think Scott is a great dad. And
a lot of kids have educational struggles as long as they have the resources to help them out, whether that's parents or the school system or whatever.
Not every kid's going to be like a savant. But you want to give your kid the most chance of success in the world. It starts with 2 loving parents, whether they're together or not.
I mean, Scott's just a good guy anyway, and also, out of our friend group, he's probably the most adult out of pretty much everybody in our friend group. So.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, I mean, it's kind of a combination of like, could it be Scott, maybe Jamie? I would have Ashley Sexton, but Ashley Sexton, I feel Ashley Sexton, could you not handle being friends with us and also having kids at the same time? So I feel Ashley Sexton may need to kind of learn to maybe be a little bit more like kind of have a balanced approach. So, but
I think everybody does their shit differently.
We're not owed his appearance.
Yeah, I think Sexton's kind of detached himself from us from so long that we're kind of occasional friends.
Part of me wonders if it's an alcohol thing where Sexton's just decided not to do alcohol anymore. And I don't know, because he won't fucking tell us. One of these days, he lives 2 minutes away from my mom. So one of these days, I'm going to just randomly show up at his house and I'm going to get him drunk and I'm going to get all the dirt on him.
I mean, he doesn't have to drink. He can show up and just get fucking baked.
Well, that's true.
I mean,
and with Scott, I think he's got so much of a tie-in and devotion to me as a friend because I've known him
listen to the fucking ego
over 30 years as one of his best friends. That he's probably whether he's into drinking or not, he's going to come back, circle back around, see what I'm doing anyway.
I would not be surprised if like your parents talked to him in secret and went, "We want you to be his godfather because once we're gone, he's not going to be able to take care of himself."
Oh, fuck off.
I feel like that might have been a conversation.
Jesus Christ!
That's the only reason I can see that he's still in your life at this point. Honestly.
Oh my goodness! Right. I'll say a funny thing about Ashley Sexton. So when we hung out, now granted this has got to be at least 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. I don't know. When Ashley Sexton and I hung out because I was stuck at my mom's house because I was trying to help her find her cat. So it was like, we're going to wait till the nighttime. So I'm like, hey, Ashley, can I come over and we'll have a few drinks? Sure. So I come over and Ashley and I have a few drinks together. Why not? And we're in Ashley's backyard. Ashley finds like a fucking roach, like a weed thing that I'm assuming he put there. That was, maybe this long or something. But Ashley's like, oh, happens to smoke this. So he fucking lights it up. But then he also fucking goes behind objects. He's like, I don't want my kids to see me. So he's smoking this thing. But he's fucking like, hidden from like the house. And I'm just like, I don't think your kids are watching us, but okay.
I feel like Sexton.
Ashley Sexton. He's a cool
I feel like Sexton. He's had like some alcoholic issues that have gone beyond just the normal controllable, and he's actually kind of leaned towards being a real alcoholic, and he wants to be a better dad for his kids, so that we're a bad influence on that. Like he wants to.
Well, that'd be true.
Like, yeah, I feel like he wants to. He's distances himself from us because we lead to him drinking.
And also, we're kind of pieces.
Some people have a problem. Well, yeah, we are.
I mean,
but
you guys lead to me drinking too, but it is what it is. Like,
yeah, no, I mean we're massive pieces.
Well,
of
I
shit.
feel like I don't know about you guys.
People would not want to associate with us.
I feel like I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I only drink. To me, I only drink like 2-3 days a week.
Yeah,
so.
But you're a massive fucking piece of shit, Nick. Like drinking aside, you're a massive piece of shit.
The problem is, I mean, I'm the same way. I generally try to
drinking aside. You're like it's not the drinking that makes you a piece of shit.
No, just on your own, you're a real crap human being.
What the fuck makes me a piece of shit, Lee? Fuck.
You're Sexton to drink.
You're really passive aggressive. You're ADHD brained. You're annoying. You talk
what's that make me? That doesn't make me an alcoholic. What the fuck?
I mean,
like if somebody's got struggles that actually like, this is the juice hazy bone shaker.
Yeah, that's what I was actually going to bring tonight. And if we redo hazy night, I might bring it again, but I might not. We'll find out. But anyways,
I didn't drink any of the beers that I had slated for hazy night. So,
well, I'm going to drink it tonight.
I'm tentatively saying hazy's next week. But
yeah, I mean hazy works, but whatever.
If I ended up showing up for fucking bullshit hazy night, I would basically just buy every hazy I haven't drank in the NSLC. So I'd come into the hangout with like probably 20 beers.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I mean, you're more than welcome to.
I'll be honest. I'm actually having more fun hanging out with you guys tonight than I am on a.
Oh well, I feel like we need to do this shit more often, where we just take and shoot the shit.
For the longest time.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while.
And a piece of shit that you won't listen to anybody else. So that's
wow.
Wow, there's Lee going on and me being the biggest piece of shit again.
Yeah, fucking, poor Havana. She doesn't know what a monster her uncle actually is. It'd be like reading Sue Richards' kid learning that Dr. Doom's actually a massive piece of shit. Even though Dr. Doom treats her like a gym in the comics, apparently. But
I don't get any of those references. I'm assuming it's a Marvel movie thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's not even a Marvel movie thing. It's just like I get bummed. But for some fucking reason, I get bombarded on Facebook with like Marvel Comics stuff. I don't know what I fucking looked at to make that happen, but I get all these Doctor Doom fan pages where people just post fucking like comic panels and whole pages from like Doctor Doom fucking comic books and stuff. And then apparently there's this like, Reed and Sue Richards have a daughter or something, and Dr. Doom's like the godfather, and there's like all these fucking like instances where they're like hanging out and talking and like verbally sparring and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, no, that's totally Nick.
No, for the non-comic person such as myself, who are Reed and Sue Richards?
The Fantastic Four. So Mr. Fantastic, who can stretch, and Sue Richards, who can make force fields.
So fun fact, I have never seen any Fantastic Four movie. Oh. Wow. I've not seen. I know there's a few of them at this point. Wasn't there like even a Marvel one recently?
The newest one, yeah.
Like Marvel Universe,
yeah. Steps, yeah.
I have not seen a single Fantastic Four movie. At some point, maybe I'll fix that, but.
I think if you're going to watch any of them, watch the newest one. I think you might enjoy it.
That's probably, since I sort of generally follow the Marvel Universe, that's probably the one I will watch.
That's the one that really directly ties into the upcoming Avengers Doomsday too. So yeah,
I'm looking forward to Melania coming back in Avengers Doomsday.
But yeah, so like Pedro Pascal plays Mr. Fantastic in that. and they fight Galactus and stuff, and it was pretty good. It's a lot of fun. It's like set in an alternate universe. It's like it's what our world would be if, you know, that sort of retro futurism kind of thing,
like Fallout type thing.
Yeah, like Fallout. It's like set in our present day, but it's got this 1960s futurism aesthetic to it. It's pretty cool. I liked it.
Wait for Melania to show and do up in Doomsday.
No, she'll show up like fucking Zool and Ghostbusters.
There is no Zool, only Melania.
Are you a god?
You have to say it. Are you a god? There is no god, only Melania.
Ray, next time someone asks you a god, you say yes.
You have to say that in a Slovakian accent.
I have a question. Have either of you seen I guess it could be even the last two, but specifically the latest Ghostbusters movie? I think it was called Frozen something.
I didn't watch that one. I watched the one before that.
Okay. So I think I watched Frozen. I forget what it's called. Frozen something. The latest
Frozen Empire.
Frozen Empire. So I'll go off and say both Agnes and I quite enjoyed the last Ghostbusters movie, Afterlife. I think that's what it was called. We both thought it was pretty good for literally a sequel that was going to be like, 40 years later? We both thought it was fine. We both really enjoyed Frozen Empire, and I heard nothing but bad things about that movie, and both of us were like, this is a fun movie. Now, again, we're both casual Ghostbusters fans, so maybe if you're hardcore Ghostbusters, you may have a lot of issues with that movie. I don't know. But we both really enjoyed it, and we're like, I don't get the hate for this movie. This was a fun movie, and it felt like a Ghostbusters movie. In fact, it felt more like a Ghostbusters movie than Afterlife, because Afterlife I felt really weird. The main thing that took me out of Afterlife was I'm like, this is supposed to be some fucking hillbilly town in the U.S. and it's very ethnic. I'm like, I don't feel this would make sense. But anyways,
it also didn't really seem to make
sense.
It's
like Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, it also didn't really seem to make sense that Egon would be like hanging out there or whatever. Like a nerd like him would be like. He lived his life there and then died, and then he comes back as a ghost or whatever. It's like, nah, it doesn't seem to make sense.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I give a movie a pass to a degree because I'm like, okay, this is a sequel to a movie that is very old, and one of the main actors has died. So I feel what they did with it was not terrible.
I thought that was total fucking fan service, but I liked it.
It was, but I felt it was fine. I actually think Frozen Empire is a lot less fan service than Thing is. I mean, spoilers. I don't think
I haven't seen it yet. So
spoilers. There's no Ghost Egon in it. I think they got that out of their system. Right. But I mean, like, no. I actually think that it's well. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Watch it if you want. If you don't want, you're probably not missing out on anything either.
I still want to see it, but at this point, it's been out long enough.
I enjoyed the Afterlife one, but it's like I watched that and I was like, my thoughts were, okay, I don't need to see another one. Like this is a good.
No, and I actually completely agree with you, and that's why I didn't go out of my way to. I didn't download it or anything. It was just on. I think it's on Netflix now, if I'm not mistaken. It was just on whatever streaming service we had, and I was like, "Oh, you want to watch this?" I'm like, "Okay, cool, let's watch it." We both were like, at the end of it, we're like, "Oh, this movie is actually really good." We both really enjoyed it.
It was all right, you know. And
I kind of felt like when I watched Afterlife, there would be another sequel because
I mean, it was
why would they make a movie like that without reviving it? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
setting it up.
It was setting up the new generation Ghostbusters stuff, is what it was doing.
Yeah.
For me, I just sit at the point where it's just like, okay, those movies don't really exist in the continuity. There's only Ghostbusters, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, like the whole concept of like Ernie Winston or Dan Aykroyd or Bill Murray being the guys that fight ghosts. That's in the past. Like, of course, they're creating this movie to be able to have a future generation do the Ghostbusters thing as a franchise. So. That's why that movie exists, but at the same time, like it was total, like the Afterlife was total fan service in bringing some closure to the original series, like 30 years later.
There's a lot of people that hold the Ghostbusters franchise in high regard, and to me, I'm like, I think Ghostbusters is a pretty good, but not amazing, good first movie. I think the sequel is still entertaining, but kind of meh. From what I understand, they had a really good video game that came out like 10 or 15 years ago. That was a really good, supposedly
Heard about that.
Ghostbusters 3, and
Yeah.
it still had Harold Ramis in it because he was still alive.
Yeah.
From what I understand, that is a fantastic continuation of Ghostbusters. I've never played it, so I can't vouch for it. But from what I understand, it's really good. And then, I mean, you had the Lady Ghostbusters movie, which I thought was pretty meh. I didn't hate it like some people did. I feel a lot of incels really hated that movie. But at the same time, I don't feel it was very good either. So I mean, I'm kind of in that in between thing.
That was my problem with it. I was like, okay, if you're going to do an all-female Ghostbusters, that's fine. Make it part of the continuity of the original series.
Yeah, that was the biggest problem, is it did its own thing.
Yeah, and justified. But no,
Nick, you fucking nerd.
But it rebooted Ghostbusters and had like cameos from the original fucking cast members as different characters. It's just like, fuck you. Like,
yeah, it would have been better. It would have been better if it's like, oh, hey, this old Ghostbusters, fucking house in New York is available because these guys went bankrupt. Hey, why don't we revive it as a bunch of ladies? Why don't we revive it?
Yeah, and also just like
that's very shiny, Nick. That's shinier than Dan's fucking Megahead album.
Yeah, this isn't a record. This is a laser disc.
Yeah,
wow!
I'll argue Dan's newest Megadeth thing isn't really a record either.
I will argue.
I listened to it on YouTube and it sucks.
I will argue that head metal, whatever, death metal, whatever the fuck you want to call. I will argue all these things are for angsty teenagers that want to rebel, so they listen to this shit, and most of them grow out of it when they become functional adults. But then you've got a few people like Dan that just fucking grow into their adulthood and still listen to this music. And that's where I'm at on that. And fuck
Dan and Jamie, who are both children.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing is Dan is kind of questionable whether how functional he is as an adult. Jamie, as far as I can tell, is a functional adult. So I think Jamie still might be doing a long con on us where he doesn't actually like Metalhead or what are they called? Megadeth. That's what they're called. I don't think Jamie actually likes them. I think he's doing some weird long con on us where he's like, nah, I'm just kidding, guys. I actually listen to good music. But
he just does it for the lulz.
But Dan, I mean, listen, Dan, we know he's probably not happy in his marriage. He's broken too many IKEA couches. Oh, wow. He's on the verge of wife number 3. So listen, he needs to get back to his teenage roots to fucking ground himself. That's just how Dan works until he finds his third wife, and will probably be a sweaty wrestler because that's what he's into. And good for him. I appreciate. It's good that he likes what he likes.
There's one Greg. There's one later. Just Greg will approve of.
Oh, Nick, I wasn't planning on filleting you tonight, but I might.
I have where is it?
Now how many is that like to require 2 discs to watch the whole thing?
I think it's I have the first Terminator as well, but yeah, like
is it a later flipper disc? Laser disc.
Well, it's what is this? There's 2 types of laser discs. There's a CAV and there's I forget. Like there's 2. Like basically what it is like there's ones that are like 1 hour movie per side and 2 hours per. Or half an hour movie per side. I
mean, it was the same thing with DVDs when they started their flippers, and then they just did dual-sided DVDs where you had that little pause in the middle of the movie. So that one looks like a flipper.
Yeah, well, they're all flippers because they either have 1 hour or 2 hours per side. So this one's got. I think this copy's got. There's only 2 discs, but it's like a 2 hour plus movie. So it would be like.
Okay. Does one of the discs have special features on it or anything like that, or
1 hour 37 minutes on the disc? So I would assume this is like 1 hour per side on each movie.
No, I'm assuming it's just the original, not the special edition.
Or this would be the original 1991 release of the Laserdisc of Terminator 2.
Yeah, honestly, like you would probably know this better than me, Nick. How many like laser discs actually had like special features like of any sort on them?
Quite a few did, but they were like special box set releases. Like another one I've got.
Were they mostly like commentaries and stuff, or just?
Yeah, they're kind of like special edition. Sorry, they're like extras, like you would find on a DVD. Like where there'd be like an extra track where it's got like a short commentary video or something.
Right. Okay.
They wouldn't have like commentary audio tracks.
Yeah,
I don't believe.
Probably too much information.
This is another one. This is an actual box set. I got Aliens, which has got. If I open it up, it's got like a book, which got some like stuff on it, and put that over here. And I think this thing's got like 3 discs or something crazy. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So shit, there's 4 discs in this box. Let me pull them out. So there's 4 discs. There's like side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
And 8. Side 8 is blank. So there's 7 sides on this whole thing.
Nice.
To watch the entire movie, and it's the widescreen box set edition.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's also the theatrical cut of Aliens and not the special edition, or it's
widescreen.
Yeah, that was a lot of years later, wasn't it? I think.
Probably.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of years later. So, box video.
So I mean, for whatever reason,
edition, including interview with James Cameron, behind the scenes footage, production artwork from collections of James Cameron, blah blah blah. Yeah, so it'd be
blah, blah blah, but not the special edition, which is the most important. Like, so I'm a firm believer that both Terminator 2 and Aliens, the special editions of them are far superior to the theatrical cuts.
I'd agree.
But yeah, so my dad was generally a early adopter of technology. He liked new stuff. But for whatever reason, he never had any interest in Laserdisc whatsoever. So my movies were VHS.
Let's go to the box set of Alien.
Then DVDs. There was no Laserdiscs in between there. So any Laserdiscs were outside of my realm. But then, then once you had DVDs, it was like, oh, there's a special edition of Terminator. There's the special edition of Aliens. Oh, tell me more. And then once I watched those, I'm just like Aliens, I can get away with the theatrical cut. It's not my preferred. Terminator 2 at this point, I almost can't even watch the theatrical cut. I'm like, no, yeah. I need the special edition.
So I got the box set of Alien and Blade Runner, and Alien and Jurassic Park as well. Okay. And I got the Criterion edition of the original Blade Runner before the director's cut came out. So you remember the original cut of Blade Runner where it had like a narration track of Harrison Ford?
Yeah.
This has got that.
Okay, yeah, no, I've got the big box set of Blade Runner, which has like all the cuts on it.
Okay. Yeah, like for some reason I got a lot of James Cameron stuff on.
The one where Deckard is a replicant, the one where he's not, it's the hold your hand narration, kind of bullshit.
Well, yeah, like that whole the mere factor, like the current cut of Blade Runner doesn't have any narration in it at all, and I feel like that's the superior cut because you don't need Harrison Ford doing this narration shit.
Yeah, listen, I need to explain the cyberpunk world.
It's like neo film noir, set in cyberpunk future, but it doesn't need the Harrison Ford explaining everything along the way.
Listen, you dummies, cyberpunk's a thing, and I need to explain it to you.
But it is like, if you're a fan of this movie, it is interesting to watch the original.
Yeah. And I like that movie a lot. I don't think it's like the all-time fucking classic people make it out to be, as far as like, I mean, it's close for me. It's close for me being an all-time classic. It's just kind of like because not a lot happens during the entire fucking movie. Like, let's be fucking serious. Like, there's just a lot of like This is the longest noir movie I've ever watched, and not a lot's happening right now.
Given its legendary status, I would consider it one of those all-time classics, but it's a movie that didn't come into its own until the director's cut or the final cut came of it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
I
I feel like this version of Blade Runner didn't really need a Criterion release,
it's poop.
but like the director's cut that came out in the 2000s. Okay, that's the definitive copy.
Yeah, no, those are good. Those are good. Even then, though, I'll still lobby the same complaint on it that it goes a little too long. It doesn't do enough to like maintain my watch through at all times.
Doesn't maintain your erection for the replicant chick that was. I don't know. All right,
Are you leaving? You taking off?
I was gonna shut this thing down.
Oh yeah. Well, did penis?
I guess.
Shut down. Shut it down.
Greg's
penis.
not here to flash his penis, so
Chris Peters killed those women, and his YouTube career has failed, and he's a loser, and he's a piece of shit. And it goes to music of
his
destruction.
career failed years ago. I
He
just
never
don't
had
know
a
why
career.
he's still lingering. Yeah, he's
He's
honestly, with the consideration that at the end of this video, I only have one viewer, my career has failed, but I don't give a shit. And
you have a steady job. That's something Chris Peters has never had.
I mean, you're not wrong. I've had the steady friendship of Greg for a decade now.
And to our knowledge, I'm not putting it past Nick, but I don't think Nick ever killed those women.
No, he didn't. No, Nick's a good guy.
I'm not a women murderer.
No,
like Chris Peters is.
Nor is he an Uncle Diddles.
Yeah.
Oh God, I think.
Thankfully,
I hope not.
Thankfully, Chris Peters is such an abhorrent piece of shit who looks like a fucking Mr. Potato Head come to life that most women wouldn't even come near him to be murdered by him. So, it's a good thing.
I mean, if you were a woman, would you feel safe around Chris Peters?
No. If I was anybody, I wouldn't feel safe around Chris Peters. He literally looks like a Norwegian troll of some sort.
So here's another question. If you were a woman, would you feel safe around Scott Myers?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, my wife's been around Scott Myers, and he's been fine. He did hit on my sister-in-law, but he was very gentlemanly about it.
Listen. There's a thing that we need to say about Scott. He is a serial philanderer. Like he is a flirt. He is a flirter. No, philanderer is probably the wrong term. Flirter. He's a serial flirter.
Flirter's a fair assumption.
He is a serial flirter.
Greg, would you say he's worth hanging around with?
Absolutely. Scott's invited anytime you want. At first, I thought you're invited more than
we're talking about you, Greg.
Oh.
I thought I was talking about Scott, wasn't I?
We switched to about you.
Oh.
Well, obviously Greg didn't kill this one.
Did you ask me if I'm worth hanging out with?
Scott's Greg's.
You're too
talking
drunk
about.
Nick. You don't know what you're saying.
Women on reservations.
What?
Okay, we're taking this offline. We'll talk
about Lady Lee's sister. Come on now.
What the fuck?